Hello guys! Welcome back to day 2 of UCEI's online qualifiers for League of Legends presented by Xfinity. I hope y'all had a great weekend so far, and today we're gonna have our first game with UCSC versus UC Davis. So another salty run-back match because last year I believe UC Davis was beaten by UCSC around the same time during this stage, so hopefully this year they can either, have some revenge or maybe it's just the same story once again. Yeah. Have you been watching Worlds?
Not recently, not as of recently, but I've heard some crazy results come in.
Yeah, NA is finally in quarterfinals for once.
Let's go.
Pretty crazy.
Let's go.
I just care about my 4 LPL teams all in the back end though,
No, gotta represent. I'm following LCK teams also.
Yeah. Although Sada Devs, got beaten by some other LCK team, but
Yeah.
right, yeah. Here we see the bracket. So our first round today we're gonna stream is Davis versus Santa Cruz, and as you can see, because it's double elimination, most schools are still fighting for their chance to stay in this tournament, as players do get some sort of scholarship grant in the end. So it's definitely exciting as a collegiate player where you can play on a stage but also get some rewards in return for playing so much League of Legends.
Yep.
Woo!
Woo. We can see here Irvine is the only school has secured their semifinal spot to play at the UCEI LAN, and right now we are focusing on Davis Santa Cruz and round 2, and after this we will be going to the game of SD in Los Angeles to see who will be securing their next spot in the semifinals against Irvine.
Yeah, definitely an exciting match because the winner also secures their spot to LAN, and that's definitely like something you really want to fight for, right? As a collegiate student, that's kind of like one of the few opportunities where you actually get to play on stage and showcase the audience your skills. So yeah, very exciting, and also it's just like UCSD has been pretty high up there in terms of seeding and player potential throughout the UCEI tournament, and UCLA
Right.
this year is also looking pretty strong with their new roster, so definitely an exciting match. But this round I'm also pretty excited for, curious for the salty run back though.
Yeah, we're gonna see if it's gonna history repeating itself again, or we're gonna see a surprise upset from SC.
Yeah,
Right.
any picks that you're excited to see from them?
All right, so
Actually, we have the entire draft here. Nafiri.
we can see here. Wow, interesting. We have Fury and Ivern.
I'll
I'm
be
assuming-
honest, I haven't really seen that champion ever since it came out. I
Yeah,
just know it has dogs following it. Actually, it's a her, right?
It's a her. It's
Okay, getting my genders correctly,
I
but
think yes, it's a dog.
I mean, UCSC's comp is definitely very in sync though, because as you can see here, they're just in your face, I'm gonna jump you, and then Samira is also there to follow up with her Ching CC, and Aaron can just put shields onto everyone, and then also have Daisy to secure some positional advantage, and also make sure to knock people up and give Samira that sort of knock up and CC that she needs to clear up the fight. But the side of UCD though, also very interesting. I think a little more fight back potential with the Senna TK actually.
Oh yeah, definitely. With the I'm assuming Senna Tom Kench bot lane or Senna swing.
Yeah,
bot lane?
I think it's Senna TK ball with swing mid.
Right.
And our top, Graves mid. I would say Senna TK is actually really good against a dive comp, as we also have seen in Worlds. Several Korea teams. I think also a LCS team once picked Senna TK, and it's just absolutely obnoxious if you're trying to play a dive comp,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the TK just goes Nyom. And then what can you do, right? They spit the carry
their
out with
tools are the
500
disengage.
shield. Yeah, so I definitely like UCD's draft in response to UCSC, especially with this TK last pick, I assume here. It's
Especially-
definitely a very good response.
Especially with such a more AD oriented team on the side of SC, Graves is also a very solid pick in this situation.
For sure, yeah. Especially, actually, I don't know. This Zac champion is kind of disgusting sometimes.
True. With the
55% win rate, I think, right now. But I think it's a Zac support, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think anyone else can really go the support role.
Can't see the hidden Ivern support technology,
Mm.
but you never know.
You're right. Maybe it's Nafiri support too. Actually, I think Nafiri can only go mid in this scenario, but I don't know. I feel like the Fury is definitely more of a jungler, but maybe it's still good in lane. I just assume that Riot is not gonna let the VA go into the repeat again, where you heal for like 50 HP per minute or per second in lane, right?
Well, we'll definitely see soon what SC is cooking here. Whether it's the gamble of a lifetime that they're making here with an interesting comp, or
I also want to see if they're gonna play around their Renekton topside, since I do think when you lock in this Renekton pick, you're pretty much just saying I'm gonna win the first Herald fight at like minute 7, right? So
top lane will be free.
I do want to see more teams sticking to their game plan based on their draft instead of just like, you know, playing through bot 24/7. I think that is something that a lot of teams do fall like in trap to. But yeah, like this comp, Renekton definitely has the advantage to one-shot someone level 6, but if Nara is able to keep his distance, I think top lane will definitely be interesting to see as well. But mid lane, the Fury versus Swing, I'll be honest, I haven't really seen that matchup, but I can theorize.
We haven't seen much of the Fury's matchups.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of the Fury,
and in active games, but I think in situations, Swain just has enough sustain to maybe out-sustain the Fury, but...
Yeah, I think Swain definitely needs some item, because early game Swain is not that strong. Definitely a bit of a tickling if you use too much mana onto the enemy champion.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can also get yourself into like a sticky spot, because Ivor is actually not that bad at ganking. Bro can like walk to lane with rep up and start all of you down, and like you're just he just sticks on you, you know. And bot lane is definitely also interesting, because I do think Senna TK has the potential to fight back, especially if TK is farming and Senna can just speed up in terms of like scaling.
And especially with the range scaling that she gets, especially into later games, it can easily out-kite shorter range characters like Samir. And yeah, we're just gonna see how aggressive versus a more defensive bot lane matchup's gonna work out. It's all gonna depend on how each player engages with their actions and how the other players would react to that.
Yeah, I think I definitely wanna see how the Senna TK lane, not just the lane, but also in teamfight plays out, because they are the ones who are gonna be like the main carries fighting back against this aggressive engage, right? But even Swing, once Swing gets his Zhonya's, he can just create so much space for his team as well. He can just kind of like press R, start like draining people, and then like sit there and burn people with his Leandries or something in teamfight.
Especially with against also going like Nefuri, getting like an early Zhonya's would also be big for him.
Yeah, for sure.
That easy utility and easy armor and damage that just comes with that item. The item's gonna have huge value for him this game.
Yeah, I think UCSC is definitely going with the unconventional, a little bit cheesy picks that people haven't seen as much, but I really do like UCD's response. So yeah, I think as of right now, we're having a little bit of technical delay, but everything should be sorted out soon.
Yep. So
I'm sure Chad is enjoying you just watching us talk too, you know?
You know, it's...
We're chilling. Hi, Chad.
Hello. I'm put the draft back up just to remind us again what the comps are going. So it is probably Zach, Samir in the bot lane. It could be Ivern Samir. You never know, but that is seeming like the choice that SC is making here.
Yeah, I think if Zach is able to play the bushing bot lane, Zach can actually get a few like great engages off of Senna TK. But Senna TK actually, I don't know, it just every time I see TK on Worlds, I'm just like, why does he lick do so much damage for 0?
The scalings, they give tanks insane level scalings without any items that they need to build.
Yeah, also worth noting that UCSC is playing with a sub, which means that they did lose the first ban. Their second empty ban is actually Syndra. So a lot of, you know, control mages being banned, and also like a few junglers being banned. Echo J4 as target ban against UCSC junglers pool, I believe.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think J4 is definitely worth the ban right now, just because of how good he synergizes with the jungle meta, but also how good that champion is in general.
Yeah, with
so many ways he can play. Yeah.
Tankiness, damage that he brings to the table. Just an all around like crazy good champion. Always a solid pick.
For sure.
Probably why they banned it. There's just right off the bat, trying to avoid that.
So like Caitlyn ban, which is interesting because I feel like Caitlyn is only really good right now with supports that can push mainly like Lux. IMO Morgana sometimes is not a real champion. But like, remember, I don't know if you watched it, but in game 3 of Weibo Gaming's game yesterday against G2, I think, they played Caitlyn Lux Spotley, and oh my god, it was just depression for the enemy team.
Yeah, once you one skill shot just lands on you, you're dead.
Yeah, like they
from
literally
Lux.
just like hit a Luxie and then a
Just
Caitlyn Q
slow.
level 1, and then the lane is like over from there. And nothing you can do besides crying, because
Yeah.
in pro play they just like synergize so well in terms of like wave pressure.
Seems like something UCD wanted to avoid right now. But
Both teams are actually very tanky as well. So
definitely.
curious to see how UCSC will play out in terms of damage, because I feel like once you see these characters start getting more health and
Health.
tankiness, it's kind of hard for UCSC to
Definitely, especially
do
with champs.
effective damage actually.
With champs like Renekton and Samira, because with Samira, if she gets CC'd by either Empowered Gnar or Tom Kench, that's just over for their main damage coming from SC over here during big team fights, while UCD just has all sorts of damage and all sorts of bruisers and tools that will help them in team fights. So in terms of team fights, I'd say UCD fares off better in the late game, while SC has to play the very aggro approach, which you usually do
Yeah,
with
the
Renekton
early
top
the early
lanes.
mid game for sure, because also most characters on the side of UCSC want to build lethality, and that's not exactly a great stat once people become more tanky.
Yeah, especially with like Graves and like Tom Kench. What
Yeah.
do you do once they just build items at that point?
You cry a little, but I don't know. Maybe Zach can go demonic, you know.
This is true.
Alright, because of the technical difficulty, we'll see you in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
And
Hello,
we're back.
guys. Welcome back to UCEI presented by Xfinity. And this time, everything's clear, so we're not ready for the game. For real, for real.
We're back. Going into game pretty soon. Just thinking about the comps before, it is confirmed to be Ivern Jungle. And Zach Support.
I was like, Ivern Support might be a little too
right.
creative, you know?
But we are seeing the Zach Support here. A little bit of a unconventional pick, but we'll see how that goes. It has been coming up as of recently.
I mean, I feel like it's like the same idea going with Zach Jungle. It's so good right now because you actually don't need that much gold to be useful and be tanky, yeah. So you're gonna be like a little behind in levels, but right now junglers are also behind in levels by quite a bit compared to laners. Yeah. So
jungle meta.
It's definitely not that much different. And we see here people are finally going to the game.
We can see here that Renekton opted for the TP Flash instead of the usual TP Ignite that aggressive players go.
We also see Samir with the cleanse, which is very important against a comp that can just like slow you and also CC you.
Yeah. With Tom Kench going for the exhaust instead of the ignite, seems a little bit better for Samir going in, but a little dangerous with the healing possibilities. But since they didn't go heal, it isn't such a huge impact with lacking an ignite sump in this matchup.
And also, I see Nefiri running Arcane Comet.
Arcane Comet and TP.
I understand the TP, but the Arcane Comet is definitely not something I expect because I do feel like Nefiri is more of a assassin type character. Yeah. But most of the time I see people running like Electrocute or something.
The wolves can pack like a punch, like just proccing it constantly will like just build up damage, especially against probably an immobile champ such as Swain. We get a bit more easier. Ooh, Senna just getting this easy gold here.
I also feel like Senna is actually going to get to stack her souls a lot this game just because both Samira and Stack are so short ranged. And we see here in mid lane, the Fury being a melee champ level 1 is just...
Tom Kinch going up to get that aggressive play in. Senna just getting these easy heals and stacks.
Yeah.
Just healing off that trade, showing how strong of a champion Senna is.
For sure, especially when you play Senna against short-range characters, you're just basically like scaling, but at like a exponential speed, right?
Definitely, because as that range gap becomes huger, and with a support like Tom Kent to enable you to just freely and safely do the things you want to do, it's a very big advantage you have here.
Yeah, we see both top and mid lane. Nar also abusing the range advantage and stacking the huge wave against the Renekton.
Yeah, right now we can see almost all lanes on UC Davis's side crashing into their towers, building up a huge wave, especially here, as we can see here in top side and mid, just trying to keep up the pressure on both these champions, trying to keep that level advantage.
Both junglers are clearing down right now, though.
See Nefiri going in, building up the damage, landing their abilities, Swain able to let her back off a bit using his W.
Nice trade coming from Nar, stacking a huge wave into the tower, but just warding because not sure where enemy jungler is. But it seems both junglers might meet at boss side scuttle. Actually, Ivern might be looking for something mid here. Oh, just walking at him menacingly, you know.
So he's gonna run away. Ooh, landing the Q right here. Him going in, using that auto red buff damage,
but definitely like
adding
creating some pressure.
Yeah, denying him that huge, or trying to deny him the huge wave, but he will be able to catch the wave crashing into the tower.
Sure, it seems Ivern just also gonna go topside to continue to be annoying.
Using the Q right here. Nar's gonna go in for the auto. He is, however, just gonna be mollywalked by Ivern autos. Especially with the red buff early game, it does rack up that easy damage for him.
I think bro is just trying to help these, short range champions out in top and mid, which is definitely helpful.
And trying to put the pressure back in as to keep that level advantage they have up here. The Arcane Comic technology. You can see the dogs go off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't really know Nefiri's like damage threshold and stuff like that, just because I feel like ever since the champ got released, not that many people actually stuck to it.
Definitely, especially with all the other champions in between her being released.
Oh yeah, Briar immediately after people just switched to her.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, better, another dashy champion with Some insane mobility in her kit.
See Nara building up rage here, trying to back off. The Renekton here from this wave. Ivern gonna land that Q, getting that
but I don't think
big
it's enough damage.
Nara landing that stun, preventing the Renekton to do anything in response.
But I guess like there's actually not much on the map for the Ivern to clear right
Tom
now.
Wing in,
Graves
barely missing. Exhaust will be popping on off to the Samira. Samira racking up damage, almost 3 stack. Zach gonna be able to get a knock up on both the Graves and Senna, causing them to disengage.
Though. Like we see both junglers actually being really proactive on the map, but everyone just kind of gets to walk away.
Yeah, especially with a lot of these mid laners, top laners, just playing it safe. As we saw Ivern literally gank the Gnar like 1 to 3 times, and we can see her Ivern here positioning for another gank.
Yeah.
But as we can see here, it's just gonna be Swain just pushed up against his tower.
Maybe they can dive. The Fury is level 6.
Ivern just gonna get this immediate ignite, but luckily the wards.
It's the Q. Oh, the Q actually hits. Is the Fury gonna follow up?
Just taking his tower damage, just gonna die. Oh, and the Fury also taking so much tower damage. Gonna get out with barely a sliver of health. Graves is gonna go on for the chase. The Fury's gonna pop this blast cone here. Gnar also coming down, probably from the pings. The Fury gonna come in, getting hit by these minions, going for the tower kill. Just gonna give the kill onto the Swain.
That is 2 kills going to the Swain though, and Swain is definitely accelerated and can now one-shot the waves even more easily.
You do not really want for this Swain to get all these kills early game, especially for a lane that is Naafiri versus Swain. Because once Swain gets his items, I think it's very hard for Naafiri to get these
Swain can
kills.
just like, dump all my spells on the wave like a cool mage I am, and then just walk away, you know?
Definitely. Especially here, getting this Lost Chapter is going to give him that big sustain. As we can see him lacking mana when he's trying to hold off these waves.
Yeah, so we do see the replay here. Swain is recalling in the tower at level 5 only. Ivern hits the Q over the wall, but Graves is actually here to counter it, and Swain's W hits the Ivern, so he was slowed and just took an extra tower shot. But luckily, Naafiri did get the kill. Yeah, able to clean up. But overall, it's still 2 kills going to Swain, even though Graves didn't really
coming
get
in
much.
for the bot lane gank. Zach jumping over, hitting the Tahm Kench, stopping the Tahm Kench from going in to approach for the dive. They're gonna back off here just to catch the wave. Swain positioning towards bot lane, but gonna back off here. Naafiri gonna get some damage. Swain's Q is just gonna obliterate the dogs, just denying this Naafiri her damage.
Yeah, I feel like without hitting the entire combo as Naafiri, you actually don't really do much, or like you don't really output any amount of damage. You really need to like mark them and hit
Graves
them with like your
for this another gank. Tom gonna barely miss his W. Senna missing her root. Senna just sidestepping, trying to avoid everything. However, Samir is just gonna try to go in for the autos, but the Graves is just gonna mow her down with the Tahm Kench. Jack unable to do anything.
Samira just kept walking away, she could have lived.
Definitely.
I think she's
Your Ivern positioning for the game, popping up Daze here, landing the Q, almost landing the Q, but Nar's just gonna flash out. Ivern's gonna try to get some hits in with Daisy here, but Nar's just gonna farm on the tower. Oh, we can see here Swain popping his ult. Naafiri also popping ult. But look at that Swain sustain. Just Naafiri's just gonna tank a tower hit here, securing Swain the kill.
A lot of actions going on in all 3 lanes right now.
And with the prio that Swain has in mid and notifying that Ivern was at top, Graves and Senna are just gonna secure this free Hextech drag right here.
Yeah, definitely not good news for the side of UCSC with Swain being so bad, because Senna TK are already very safe on their own. But even with Swain creating more space for his team, it's definitely gonna be harder for UCSC to even like execute their game plan, which is just to engage.
With Ivern like constantly pushing up on top and mid, and with Swain just still winning all these games, it's not looking very good for the mid side of UCSC right now.
Yeah, we see Ivern is looking for something in bot lane right now, and Graves is also looking for something in top
like going
lane.
in for the flash Q, getting the knock up on the Senna, but Senna is going to be, Tahm Kench is going to art the Senna, getting the Senna out. We're going to see the Ivern coming in for the flash, trying to kill the Senna. There is going to be a pop of Ignite on Senna, but she's just barely going to be getting out.
Yeah, we also see top lane Renekton getting out as well, and has TP, so he can TP back. I don't know if Graves is going to look for a tower dive here.
You're going to see Ivern here going in for the invade, just clearing out the jungle as he is notified that Graves is at top side. Graves is probably going to hear about this and try to position for an invade, but noticing blue is
we
gone,
see
just gonna
Graves
go for
is
the
now
Herald.
pulling the Rift Herald, which is something I was emphasizing with the Renekton pick. I feel like with Renekton, you really do want to secure the first Herald and break top open or something, so Renekton can start expanding his lead around the map with his power spike.
Definitely.
But it seems both junglers are just kind of avoiding each other and going to the opposite sides
Especially-
throughout the whole match right now.
And with this Nart playing so safe, he's just not giving this opportunity for this Renekton to start his engines going with that snowball.
Yeah, I also do want to see UCSC trying to shut down the Swain because he is sitting on a pretty big shutdown right
Yeah,
now.
and we can see Senna going in here for the mid gank, just
collect
getting
some
some
souls.
souls, racking up some damage, maybe catching this wave to help freeze for this Swain right here, just holding the wave. We see Graves coming down with Rift Herald down mid side. Tom Kinch getting caught out here in the jungle. Gonna have to pock exhaust on a Nefiri. Is he able to get out? Nefiri's gonna go
Swing
in,
is
dashing
here.
in. Oh, Tom Kinch barely getting out, but Zach is gonna go in and just secure that kill for them. Gonna get the double knock up together for Senna and Swain. Swain's gonna just ult in, like racking up that damage, running it out, popping out the ghost, going in
It's a
with the
3-4.
big damage from the
But
Graves,
Swain
landing
is
the
just
Q.
kinda-
Samir's gonna try ulting, but too low to do anything here. However, Renekton's gonna go in, just immediately eviscerate Senna right here. With Zac securing the kill. Swain's gonna keep on going, just using that damage, showing how fed he is. Oh my gosh,
Oh
the
my.
failed flash right here is brutal. Securing Swain that kill. Swain's just gonna keep on sustaining. Is he gonna get? Oh, just barely securing that kill. Almost killed by the Renekton. Barely
And that
getting out.
is the
Wow,
power of
that is the power
Conquer.
of
and
fed
a fed
Swain.
swing. I was like, well, it was like a 3-4 right there the entire time. And we see here in bot lane, trying to play on
Wow, Tom Kent's getting caught out there.
here, like, it's honestly a lot of spells stopping the CK already, and allowing the swing to have so much space to stack up his counter and do damage.
Yeah, we can see here
When it's really a 3-4, people are just running away though.
as we can see here, with the huge damage that we see. Luckily, Renekton was able to just barely enter the team fight, securing the 2 double kills that they're able to get. However, with Swain being so fed, we can see in the bot lane, Samir
There's a
trying to go
TP
for a
coming
last stage
down.
kill, able to secure the kill on the Senna. Nefiri able to get that TP in, just barely missing the Tom Kench. Him able to escape alive.
Yeah, for sure. We're getting like a few kills, like here and there, but really the swing is still not shut down right now, which is still a problem that UCSC needs to look out for, because swing actually scales really well as well. So if you just
Definitely.
let him keep doing what he's doing, he is gonna be a problem in team fights later on.
Yeah, especially with a comp with long sustained damage right here. We're gonna see here, Ivern's gonna try to go for a pick, trying to scare the Swain off, but Swain's just gonna throw out his abilities instead.
The
Scaring
swing
out
is
the
not
Ivern.
scared of anyone right now, and they're actually gonna
Definitely.
claim mid
Especially
tower
with the
here.
Rylai's buy he has here, that's huge. Especially with a champ that doesn't have too much mobility like Nefiri, where she's mostly just for going in.
Zach actually gets the
going in,
engage here.
landing the double W and double Q, popping the ult, also getting the double knockout. That's gonna get the Graves killed. Swain's gonna pop ult here. So is Nefiri, making them both back off at fear of what they've seen from the last fight. However, they are gonna secure the tower here thanks to Rift Herald, and UCSC barely just able to catch that Rift Herald over here.
Yeah, top lane's also fighting. Yeah, even though Graves did fall down right there, I think breaking mid tower open is still very huge for the side of UCD, just because now Swing can just move around the map freely and also just claim vision, right?
So
Actually,
much
is
pressure
Swing
on the
dying
team right
mid
now.
right now? He's really low.
Swain really low from the last fight. I'm assuming he stayed for the wave a bit.
Yeah, I think
at
the
a
Fury and
huge
Ivan
risk.
try to make a play on him, but unfortunately he
died.
does get away with
He's
1
gonna
HP.
back off. Oh, we're
Another
gonna have a
fight
skirmish here.
in the
Zach getting
river.
caught out, but it seems like
Senna
Senna
has to
and
flash.
it's gonna be baited here. Graves racking up the damage. Samir's gonna pop out ult, but so is Graves doing damage. Big Senna ult shielding both the Graves and doing damage. Graves able to pick up the triple kill off the Nefiri and Ivern.
Yeah, we
Zach
also
is just
see
gonna have to back
Samira's
off,
cleanse.
giving them this free dragon.
Samira's cleanse is only like a few seconds on cooldown. If she was able to cleanse the exhaust, I think that fight could have been turned. But you know, kind of press one button on her and she could not do anything.
Definitely. Especially
But
with
Senna
how
does,
quickly.
you know, did burn flash, so maybe this next fight, the side of UCSC can look to target her.
Yeah, but with as
There's
we
also
can
a
see
6-1 swing.
the graphs here, as we can see, Graves just continuing to put pressure on the jungle, racking up these kills, especially with that triple kill, and with Swain securing 2 items, both Leandri's and Rylai's, which are huge power spikes for him. It's just looking pretty bad for the mid lane right here.
Renekton actually jukes the Gnar in a way, but
Gnar
he
just
is
gonna
also
go in
down
doing the
level.
classic Gnar combo, but
Renekton
it
doesn't
seems
have
like
art
Renekton
yet, so,
barely
yeah.
just avoiding that kill thanks to his sidestep right here. Seems
Oh,
like
we also see Swing killing the Samira.
Swain just gonna get this casual
Just
3v1
casually
kill.
taking some tower shots.
Yeah, gonna survive this.
actually,
Getting caught out by the
nice.
Ivern. Graves is also just racking up this
Zac
turret damage,
takes out the
accidentally
blow,
getting
and is able to
the auto,
kill
Zac
the
getting a
Graves.
huge shutdown. However, all the shutdown money has gone to Zac, which is not what UCSC needs right now.
Yeah, definitely. You do want the gold on someone who can do damage, preferably than the Fury or the Samira. But the big shutdown from Swing went to Ivor, and the
Ivor.
other shutdown
Then
went to Zac. So
Bad spot here.
we
You
see
see-
here, it's actually the side of UCSC trying to start the fight because they do see no one on the map and really wants to get the Swing shut down. But the Swing kind of just can hold by himself for
Yeah.
so long and just
Yeah,
kills
you
the
can see
Samira
just
actually.
how fed he is. Eating an Ignite, eating 3 of Champ's abilities.
Yeah, but we do see here the Daisy was very well controlled and got
Yeah.
another knockup on the
Graves
Swing.
accidentally going in for that
But the
extra
Zac blob
auto,
though,
just-
oh my god.
The blob. Such a bait for the Graves. We're going to see here Nard just getting run down by the Renekton right now. Renekton popping off Stride Breaker. Nard's going to get up around down to half health, causing him to back off. Probably back and get his mythic right here.
Yeah, the Renekton was actually quite ahead early, but because of that one roam he did when it was like in the river fighting against the Swing 4v3, Renekton pretty much just lost his lead against the Gnar.
Definitely.
And now we see the side of UCSC trying to pull the second Rip Herald. Graves
But
is here though, so he
we
can
have
try to
Graves,
steal it.
Gnar,
It's 2k
and-
right now.
Senna, all positioned to go in for the jump. However,
Ivern
Ivern
does
is going to
secure
able to
it,
secure
yeah.
the smite. Graves just focusing on the Ivern right here. We're going to get Senna bursted down by the Nefiri. However, Nard's going to get his big combo right here, getting it the 3-man stun. Ivern is going to go off
Ivern
and get
won
a
me
solo
with the
kill on the
Graves.
Graves. However, Nard's just going to clean up that fight for him, securing the Ivern kill. UCSC is going to back off here, trying to avoid the fight as Swain is approaching
This
a big
game is
danger
actually
for them.
such a fiesta, but their target selection by the side of UCSC was very nice. They basically just all pile onto Senna, and TK was not able to help the Senna fast enough. As we see here, most of the UCSC is positioning themselves in the pit, but the Fury is flanking on the side and is able to one-shot Senna with all her abilities.
And you can see here up in the Baron pit, you can see Ivern just sidestepping all the
Iron's
moves.
actually just
getting that
1v1 the
solo
Graves
kill.
though. Pretty crazy with the Daisy
Pretty
and the
crazy.
shield.
You see Ivern mechanics right there, and everyone's just gonna back off, achieving what they wanted. Their Herald, a Graves kill, jumping out, putting them at
sure.
top for that fight. However, we're gonna see Renekton just getting caught out here, able to
Renekton
sidestep
actually
the bind.
sidestepped it.
However,
Oh,
he's gonna
got
get
the
that Q
heal.
heal, but however, Senna's just gonna crit and just secure that kill right there.
Yeah, I will say right now, the only one that UCSC cannot one-shot is probably just the Swing. Everyone else, besides the TK of course, is actually not that tanky yet. Like Gnar right now is not at his stage where he has HP. So if the Nefiri wants to do stuff with the Ivern, they're
Right.
actually they actually have multiple angles
Right.
to go about it.
We can see how Ivern, with all the tools he has, he is able to actually do some pretty good damage.
Yeah,
in
I
team
think right
fights.
now I do want to see UCSC being a little more proactive before UCD hits all their power spikes
Definitely.
and become unkillable.
And as we can see here, like Senna just putting on the pressure with Tom Kench. They're just able to engage.
Oh,
Swing
there's
going here, landing
actually-
the E on the Fury. And the Fury gonna have to flash
Fury
away. Graves
flashes
just
away. It's actually
barely
the
missing the
right
ult.
time.
Ivern coming in and with Zac trying to go for the counter gank. It's gonna be a 4v2 situation here. Graves is being
Graves
chased down, but
flashes
able to
away.
just barely get out. Oh, Swain just running him down,
Oh my God,
activating
he's
this
sucking.
Rylai's here. However, he is low on mana and able to enable Samir to get these stacks. However, Senna providing the healing, just able to keep the Graves and Swain alive. This is going to cause the Tahm Kench to buy some time and
Oh,
able
Iron
to
flashes and saves the Fury.
Oh my gosh, Nefiri just barely escaping. However, the Zac is going to be taken down by the Swain.
You see, it's
and
only
Tahm
like
Kench
20
here.
minutes right now, but UCSC is already riding into the problem we were talking about, which is just running out of damage to kill enemy team. Mainly because the Swin is just so fed.
You
Like-
can even see here with Swain having no mana, all it took. Oh, Senna just going to be able to just run down and just grab this quick and easy kill right here. It was also secured at wave. Graves is positioning himself to get that drag.
Yeah,
But
we see like even though it was the side of UCD overextending with Graves and Swing, they were able to buy so much time that eventually everyone just showed up on a team and they just didn't die because UCSC dumps like 3 rotations of damage into the and Swain just
Swain
casually
with
like
a manaless
Yeah.
Swain with just his R up is just able to just out heal.
yeah, I really
their
do
entire
think the side of
damage.
UCSC right now either needs to like make sure they don't just stay in the Swing OT or they catch people off guard.
Yeah, as we can see here, Swain already low mana before from clearing waves.
Yeah.
Causing-
Still enough mana to R those, and that's all he needs right now. Yeah.
Building up these Conqueror stacks. Also under Grievous Runes from the Ivern. And we're going to see
And
another
there's
fight
another
here.
fight coming
Tom
down
Kench
immediately.
able to get the knockup on Ivern. Ivern going to have to back off here. Daisy going down very quickly. Ooh, Tom Kench failing the flash over the wall. Just stunned. He's just
Bro's just chilling. Bro's just chilling.
Stunned,
Yeah.
stunned. I'm going to see here UCSC positioning to defend against bot side, trying to catch out this Gnar going into deep. However, Tom Kench is going to start Baron over here as they are notified
they're
with
like
Gnar
each
going
other,
down.
but yeah,
Gnar just
coming
getting
down to
picked out.
volley.
It is a very risky Baron play here as we
There
can
is
see the
a straight up TP coming from the
down
side
from
of UCSC.
Renekton coming down, just going to get caught out by
They did
the
stop.
center
He
room.
did stop the Baron.
He
though.
did stop the Baron.
But
Well, will this buy enough
Graves
time
is
for
now
the team
also
to come by?
one-winning Ivern. Ivern is probably gonna die
Samir
here.
going in, trying to go for the ult. However, she just can't do enough damage. Tom Kench are popping out here, so he's just gonna come in and just mow down this Samir. However, Samir is able to get away thanks to Zac knockup.
The
We're
Fury
gonna
is
get
actually
Nefir here
able
getting
to
the pick
kill the
here on Tom
TK, but now he
Kench
just
because
gets.
he's just gonna get
Yeah.
this TK just took all the damage from that Samira and Zac, able to keep the Senna alive, which is what they need.
I
As
will say, even though they did stop the Baron, but that was not
not worth it.
not an optimal position
Costed
you
a
want to be
TP and
in.
3 characters, and it seems like they're just gonna
Yeah, it
start
seems
Baron
like
all
they're just
over
gonna
again.
start Baron all over again.
Especially with Gnar and Swain in the distance. It was a very
they'll
risky
burn. They'll
play.
burn the Baron pretty
Yeah.
fast.
It was
I feel like the game is pretty hard for UCSC at this point already. As long as UCD doesn't just randomly overextend and throw, I think the game is in their
Definitely.
hands.
especially with the huge lead that the Swain has. Just every
Yeah.
time they see a Swain in a team fight, they have no choice but to run off. Because
Yeah.
what do you do?
I
What do you do?
really do think, I think this is a play where when UCD was pulling Baron, they were able to catch Gnar off guard.
You see here Gnar
Just a
very much
casual 1v3
overextending.
here.
However, thanks to this play made by Gnar here, it was able to get that Baron secured, notifying the whole
I
team
also
that
want
they're on
to
bot.
point out that here UCSC basically came from like 3 different angles. If people walked in with the Ivern, I think they actually had a good chance of
Definitely.
fighting
The Ivern
here.
is distracting the Swain from entering the fight. Because if the
Yeah.
Swain entered the fight, I think it would have been almost an ace
Yeah,
wipeout.
but I still think Ivern is very crucial to winning a team fight for the side of UCSC
Definitely.
right now. Though. Like
So
that shield not only shields people but does damage and slows them.
definitely. So it
So-
seems like their strat was try to distract the Swain. However, without the Ivern, they can't do much in
Yeah,
situations
exactly.
like these. And we can see now with
I think the
Baron
problem
pressure
really
up,
is just the swing got a little too over accelerated with that one tower dive.
Yeah.
It was like definitely a good tower dive, but
I
the
think
fact that Graves was there, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just can't act on a play without enough
Yeah.
information.
Also, that Ivern definitely overestimated how much tower shots he can take.
Yeah.
Because 3 was just enough to just.
He did
completely
get
wipe him out.
slowed by the swing W, so he was, you know,
We're
gonna
see
take that
this
last one no matter
easy mid
what.
push here. Nothing they can do much against the Swing. So he's
The
gonna
Fury
land his
is looking
W,
for a
forcing
flank.
this Ivern to just instantly pop out Daisy. Daisy's gonna go just quickly down with UCD. All their characters.
Oh,
having
Samir
their
actually
items
gets
built.
pulled here.
Oh, Samir trying to ult
Just
in,
gonna
doing
go in.
decent damage. Also, Nafir going in, trying to ult. Swain popping ult here, just mowing down the back line. Nafir's gonna come here, trying to get the double kill, securing the Tom Kench and Graves. However, Senna's just gonna clean up thanks to the damage sponge that this Tom Kench just took for them.
That
So
was
going for
honestly
the
like an
tower dive.
optimal fight with the situation right now for UCSC. You kind of avoid the swing and just go for enemy backline. But
Definitely.
it's just
However,
right now everyone on the side of UCD is pretty tanky, and UCSC just lacks damage because of falling behind in early
Definitely.
game.
Wait.
And it's already a 10k goal lead, so
Definitely, as we can see here, Swain securing both Zanya, the 3-item trinity that he needs of Zanya's, Rylai's, and Leandri's, just keeping him more immortal in every team fight that he can do. As you can see here, Zach is trying to go in. They're both trying
maybe
to go
they
in for
finally
kills,
kill this
securing the
one.
kill
Nice.
here. Good on Zach. Good eye on catching that Q.
the Samira items are definitely a little sad though. This garage sale item building pass. Yeah, we're playing the fight once again. So Swing does hit his E on Samira, but the Zach got a really good jump, and Samira was able to go in for a quick 2 seconds and died right away.
Wrapped up that damage.
Yeah, we see the Fury and the Rectum both have the right idea of going for the backline, but at this point it just doesn't matter because everyone on the side of UCD is so ahead.
You see a
And
dragon
immediately
fight
we're
here.
fighting again.
Zach going in, but however, Samir is just going to flash out right here. Oh, UCSC is wrecking huge damage here. Nafir just instantly going for that Senna, trying to clear out that threat. Is she going to succeed?
Big
Yes, she
shutdown
is.
going to Neferi.
Getting that big shutdown. Renekton here focusing on the Graves, and everyone else is just going to clean up this Tom Kench right here.
So
Good
that
on
was
UC.
actually a classic example of don't fight without your carry, because swinging was still in base.
Definitely. And good on the Nefiri for instantly just honing in on their main source of damage during that fight, which was Senna.
Yeah.
Able to just easily just zone in on her.
Gotta go back now for your base though.
Definitely.
Yeah, the waves are definitely not in optimal position for the side of UCSC right now. I think UCD needs to go again for UCSC to have a chance of winning.
You can see here
You see
Zach
here
going in
Zach
for
gets
this
a really
great
nice jump.
engage, forcing Sven and a burnout
Yeah.
flash, and just giving the Fury just this opportunity to just
Definitely
go
a
in.
bit ambitious for the side of UCD to take this dragon fight while it being short of the fight, and most people had their flash burned already from last fight at
Definitely.
Inhib Tower.
They're able to divide and conquer, separating
Yeah.
the Tom Kench
Also,
and
the
Graves.
the TK and the center are actually not playing together right now. You really do want the TK to stack on top of your carry, which is Senna, right? Because Swing can just protect himself with Zanya's and all the HP. Like, Senna is actually really squishy, and if she gets jumped, she just instantly dies.
And with UCSC securing this dragon and denying UCD their soul point, we can see slowly but surely UCSC is trying to get this gold lead back, especially with them starting to show that their teamwork is
Yeah.
shining a little bit through the team fights that are
It
happening right
seems
here.
that UCD right now just want to push for top tower, though. Have a little bit of an A
So you
ramp.
see here is Renekton going to be caught out. Graves coming in with the Q and Gnar Q, just barely missing. And Graves
Yeah,
going
and
to
the
easily
Fury
get out.
is still pushing side lane,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, the Fury doesn't really do much.
And
if-
also
if she
securing
comes
this
back.
securing this tower bounty is some very big gold
Yeah.
that they're bringing back. As we see the gold
Oh,
gap
cannon!
between the two.
Minus one, minus one.
one.
It's okay, we saw nothing.
Saw nothing.
Yeah, we just see here. Honestly, I feel like if UCD overextends trying to get this tower, UCSC actually has a good chance to fight back, as most of their summoners are on cooldown.
Swain is out in the mid lane. He is positioning for it, just in case for a team fight. Zach going in, knocking out Senna and T.
Oh, Daisy is solo boloing the swing.
Following it up with the Samir ulti, clearing just both the TK and Senna. Swain gonna go
Swing
in,
is
popping
actually
in.
kinda
Zanya's
dying.
racking in the damage. However, it is not gonna be enough as this Samir
Wow.
is just gonna rack
the
up the
MVP
damage.
of that fight was actually Daisy.
Definitely.
She was in there, knocking
Just-
down the swing and making sure swing cannot enter a team fight at the earliest moment
Yeah, and
possible.
we can see
and
Zach-
because of that, the teams of UCSC is just able to jump everyone on UCSC's backline.
Clearing out instantly, just melting down Tom Kench. You can see the Nafir here just starting to scale the damage.
All right, my bad, guys. I spoke too soon. I was like, how does UCD lose with this comp? But right now, it's possible. The goal lead is getting closer once again, and
SC over here.
yeah, trying to pull
Trying to
Baron.
position for Baron right here. If you're starting it off, seems like with UC Davis's team, 3 of the players down right now, and only Tom Kench and Senna, it seems unlikely that
Yeah, with this Baron, they're actually able to hold their base for longer and able to catch up in farm because there are two waves
Senna
of
going
super
for Arch,
minion.
just barely missing. Just with a sliver of
Pretty
health.
scary.
We're gonna see the
this
team fight right
again,
here.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
I do think Sway needs to position with his team right now though, because he is the one who can create more space than Tom Kent right now in team fights. But he's actually just kind of like wandering off on the side trying to look for a flank. And you just see here Daisy just gets to stop the swing, and everyone on the side of UCSC gets to jump in because the side of UCSC, their combo is actually pretty easy to execute. You just slam your face against the keyboard and throw all your spells down, right? In any order, honestly. It's kind of like the comp that UCLA picked on day one, where you just throw all your R down. And the only issue right now is the swing slowing everyone and like draining everyone.
But it seems like as long as they're able to distract the swing in team fights, they're not a Graves gonna get this big kill out on Ivan. However, Zach and Samir are gonna combo in, trying to get the double kill right here. Which
the Rainbow is down. Swing is down.
Swing is down. Graves out.
We're back. Okay, we're okay. The computer just had a little bit of hiccup.
Nafiri going in here, securing the double kill. Seems like Nafiri and Senna or Samira both are starting to scale super hard right now.
Yeah, maybe this Nafiri champion is good like mid to late game. I just thoroughly see this champion played, but right now it's kind of just like she marks one person and just dumps a big chunk of damage into her.
We definitely see here.
We might be able to end here. People are like
pushing it down with
20 seconds.
20 seconds, and with 4 players up, it seems like this might be game right here.
Yeah, I mean just hit the Nexus.
However,
TK Senna are coming
UCSC
back up.
might go for the safe play and back off,
especially
with Tom Kench and Senna coming right back up with Swing.
Wow, this is why you never give up in League of Legends. Always comebackable, you know.
If this was ranked and they surrendered 5 minutes ago, it would have been done. It would have been over.
This is why you always keep your mental. We do see here, Ivan gets caught right away and gets basically one-shotted. But because they used everything on the Ivan, Zach is able to get a very good jump off 2 people, and Samira instantly followed up. And because Swing doesn't have Zhonya's from last fight, so he's actually very easy to kill right now.
You can see here how much better UCSC is playing as a team right now, moving as one unit, moving together, with Samira and Ivan both sticking together.
Yeah, for sure. I think the side of UCD needs to realize that their comp is not that strong when split, right?
Definitely.
They basically fought a 4v5 and kind of gave an injection of goal into UCSC.
Every single of their fights right now have been not playing to their advantage, which is affect Swain that they used to have. But now because they threw many of those fights and Baron, they are now currently at a pretty big a disadvantage.
Yeah,
with
we also see like
just hitting
right now
Samir
finished her garage sale, has like 4 completed items now, and Nafiri also has a
going in
stopwatch.
trying to shut down the Swain. Swain is going to be forced to get knocked up by the Zac and popping in this early ulti.
But this is
he is
no longer the fight in the
out,
river.
Trying to run out. You can see here Nafiri just getting caught out, trying to go on the Senna, just getting insta kills. Tom Kench gonna R here, getting the Swain in and saving him some damage. We're gonna see Samir just racking up this damage, just running in, killing the Graves. However, they're all gonna get caught out by the Samir and Swain. Just securing the kills for all of them. That's gonna be an ace for UCSC.
I think, is this game? It's probably a game right here. Yeah, everyone's like 30 seconds off cooldown. Just keep pushing the wave.
Definitely.
Or it's at least 2 hits.
We can see in that fight, it was UCSC this time. They actually split
they're split this time.
We saw the Nafiri focusing on the Senna this time, but this time with Senna having Tom Kench with her, you just can't. Yeah,
both teams actually have a very similar like win condition too. Like basically stacked together, and both teams want to find a choke.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's game right here. The win still goes to UCD after a bit of a switching back and forth, but at least that was a fun game.
That was very fun. A very constant back for a comebackable. However, we can see it was just a matter of who sticks together the most as a team.
Yeah.
Because the moment we saw UCD just come together and just start to play as a team, as you can see here, it was a good call out to focus on this
but I think
however,
once Swing gets away and flashes away, you kind of call it in,
definitely.
Right?
If the Fury was with them as a unit, they could have secured a Swing kill, move on, trying to kill the Senna, the Graves. However, with them so spread out, and like giving
Yeah.
this opportunity for Senna to just hide out in the background and their front line to do their job. It's just they couldn't do anything about it.
It's actually very typical. Like even in ranked, it's like sometimes you just have to be satisfied when you get the flash. You just have to.
Definitely.
You just have to
you
get
just
out.
can't,
Yeah.
You just can't commit.
Yeah,
to
without like visioning
a
enemy
big
jungle,
play.
UCSC decides to continue chasing. But it's also hard because after you win so many team fights, you kind of get this adrenaline, right? You're like, yeah, I can win this.
And with this, Santa Cruz is knocked out of the UCEI, and Davis will move on to round 3, going to play against the losers of San Diego and Los Angeles. But our next game that we're going to be focusing our broadcast on is SD and Los Angeles, which is a very exciting match to see, as it is the winner of this one will be securing their spot onto semifinals. And with the last history they've had with SD and LA, it is exciting to see if we're going to see a repeat or maybe a different result.
Yeah, hopefully they can also bring us an exciting game like Davis and Santa Cruz just did. And we will catch you right back when our second game is ready. We are UCEI presented by Xfinity.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Dang. What the fuck?
Welcome back.
Hello guys, welcome back to game 2 of today, day 2 of online qualifiers for League of Legends and UCEI presented by Xfinity. So right now we have UCSD going against UCLA, another salty run-back match actually. Last year at LAN, UCLA was beaten by UCSD 2-0, so this time let's see if they can, bring it back, or it's just another salty run-back, yeah.
Just like last game. You see here, we're going to see
we do see the Seraphine ban
Seraphine Caitlyn ban. Do want to avoid that bot lane combo.
Also the Graggy ban against Fudge Awesome, I believe.
Choice right here. Who's securing that Renekton top? Nazaya.
Renekton.
Very looking.
Yeah, very Worlds-like.
Yeah.
You secure that, yeah. The top lane monster, Renekton, right?
Yeah.
And then the very stable ADC Xayah, which you already see Silas J4, which is Xayah, I think Xayah's the best pick against a comp that basically screams ADC, I'm not letting you play, right?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run you down, Xayah always has that convenient R just to escape and just kite away.
Like, even if she gets R'd by J4, she can still get out of it, which is like, what other ADC besides Ezreal and maybe Kalista can do that?
Pick right here.
Very interesting pick. Also, Zyrakan locked in by the side of UCSD.
Yeah.
I will say as J4 here, this game is actually like not the best game for J4 just because everyone on the side of UCSD has so much mobility already. The Arrow has a dash and can get out of his cage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially right here. You can see UCSD over here banning the top laners, while we're going to see the ban of Cassante and
Talia locked in as a flex pick at the moment.
Yeah.
Can still flex in jungle or in mid.
Definitely.
Aatrox locks in for the side for the
top.
Yeah, UCLA.
Matchup.
I think Renekton wins this matchup top lane, but Aatrox definitely scales better. Like once mid game starts hitting.
See how the Leona pick, just gonna go for it.
Very classic matchup in Molly actually, Rakan versus Leona. I do think it's a battle of Merc Treads though. Whoever gets that item first. Camille locked in, so it's actually Renekton mid, I believe, for the side of UCSD.
Matchup, which is a good
I actually do like this pick with Talia as well. Both Camille and Renekton has basically point and click CC for Talia to set up, so definitely very like synergizing in terms of like mid jungle or like top jungle. But we do see here for the side of UCLA, the comp is also very aggressive, with a couple points of like early mid game power. I think Silas in terms of skirmishing is pretty decent, but definitely very hard lane matchup.
Definitely.
Renekton is known to be the counter pick against like Yasuo, Yone, those melee mid champions who are just trying to get some CS.
You just cry. But if you're able to get out that stage, you just start stabilizing, and Renekton starts to fall behind, but that's only if you're able to successfully win or at least stay neutral.
Yeah, I definitely want to see how the early game skirmishes and the first Rift Hero fight plays out, because both sides do have like decent power spikes in early mid, because Talia is actually very weak early. She definitely needs Lost Chapter and like a couple levels in Q to make herself useful and do enough damage. But Camille and Renekton though, if she's able to get those ganks off, those point and click CC are very useful for her.
Very powerful right there.
Yeah.
We might see J4 here trying to go for this early ganks, trying to catch this Talia having such a slow early game, trying to get their laners to position. But if that doesn't go unsuccessful, we can see UCSD here snowballing off.
For sure. Also, top is definitely more of a skill match of Aatrox versus Camille. Is definitely just who has better, who can hit more skill shots, who can like sidestep better. Yeah. I don't know. I just personally love this Camille champion though. She's like so fun to watch and like so fun to play.
The E is such a interesting tool. Are they gonna jump back in? Are they gonna use it to escape?
So definitely like want to put emphasis on the top lane laning phase, but also mid lane laning phase definitely interesting to see as well. I wonder if Fudge Awesome is gonna try to help his laner out, since the lane is so miserable for Silas.
Yeah, the jungler is seemingly focusing on Renekton. It's going to seem like it's going to focus on Renekton this game, but
and bot lane is kind of half sleeper because it is a Sivir.
It's just going to be them like poking, trying to see who messes up the most.
Because Leona goes in, Xayah can just E, and then like Rakan goes in, Sivir has a shield. So even though it's a more aggressive support matchup.
Yeah.
It's actually not, very typical.
Yeah. You see here in the bracket right over, you see SD, LA, and whoever loses this match is going to go into the bracket of, I assume, Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Berkeley, they will be going against the winner of Riverside and Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and from there, the winners in semifinals all get to go to LAN and compete in League of Legends. So basically 4 teams competing for top 3.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we see pretty standard Worlds comps we see on both sides right here. You know, the typical things we see, but
the Renekton first phase pick.
no, the flex. We thought he was going top.
The Talia flex too. I actually really do like UCSD's pairing with Talia, because a lot of times I see Talia picked in Worlds, but it's like Talia Jace. There's no really like synergy, and both champions are quite weak early. So like, what are you gonna do? Cry? Yeah, sounds about right. But like in this case, UCSD picks the Talia, but is able to balance it out with some point and click CC, who's 80 damage, but also strong in early game. So I definitely like the draft idea there. But the side of UCLA also has a very cohesive, like, very aggressive team comp, right? If Leona is able to land a good engage, and everyone can just kind of pile on with Sivir ulti and like J4 ulti. But I do feel like J4 doesn't really have that great of a time playing J4 in this game though, just because of the nature of how mobile enemy champs are.
Yeah. This team, while Sivir does have her spell shield and the tools to escape, if like say Renekton or Talia just like charge her down, able to rack on damage, that is gonna be a dangerous spot for her. I mean, luckily she does have Leona just in case for situations like that, but she doesn't have that one easy button of like Xayah R or like Rakan easily jumping in.
But also when to use Xayah R is actually a very delicate thing to do, because a lot of times I realize that Xayah just saved their R when you really just need to use your R right away to dodge that one lethal CC, right? Yeah.
See here both top laners and mid laners going for the TP. You see Talia immediately throwing out the Q, trying to get some lucky early hits in right here.
First strike, because it's Talia in the jungle, so you can get away with a more aggressive rune choice. Very standard summoner spells all around. Xayah has cleanse against Leona, which is
crucial.
Pretty crucial, yeah. If you don't have cleanse against Leona, you're pretty much just gonna die on repeat.
It doesn't matter if you have R if you can't at that point.
And the side of UCLA, Sivir has Ghost. Also pretty standard summoners around Sivir, just because her attack range is so small compared to other ADCs. No, you guys don't have matching Zyra skins. What's happening here? They're both blue, but they're not from the same skin line.
Someone either can afford the other skin, or they just didn't want to match.
A lot of returning players from UCSD too. Definitely remember a lot of those names. King Clueless, I do remember him as being like a really crazy carry jungler type player. So I do think the meta right now doesn't really benefit him as much. So curious to see how he adapts to it. And Cypher Doomby, old familiar name. Shitsomassy as well. Yeah, Protoss. Also see that man sometimes on stream, because I do think he's pretty high elo. So, Bali actually already abusing the Zyra level 1. Very well played.
Talking it, however Xayah and Rakan are able to
That's what I like to see when you pick Zyra Khan. Some people, when they pick Zyra Khan, they don't abuse the level 1 advantage. Like, come on, you're the one league couple with the synergizing stuff.
You see Camille getting in here, getting the grass, able to hit level 2, but Aatrox able to also hit level 2 at the same time. Just gonna play it safe for now.
Yeah, just the casual top lane, touching each other, farming some grass procs, dodging some Qs.
Yeah, we can see here J4 out here at mid, angling for a potential gank, but however Talia is nearby. This deep ward over here is gonna be spotted. Telling J4 and Silas right here to just play it safe a bit, just in case.
Here, Camille already got a few good trades off. It seems. Very nice.
Camille go in, having the level 3 advantage, able to get that
Q2 to trade.
Q.
See, mid is also at least Cypher Doomby doesn't have Ignite. If the Renekton has Ignite, it's really just sad for you.
Yeah, it is very sad. You see, yeah, Cypher doing B here, going for slow play. Rakan going for the knockup, getting ignited and hit by the Xayah Q. Really low, but Silver just able to like
I guess like they don't want to trade flash,
able to live.
Also a huge wave stacking to top side, but Camille is not going further because she doesn't know where the jungler is. Decides to put a ward down.
And right now, J4 is positioned for a top side gank. Camille going very deep into their jungle here right now.
Just Skizzer Lady, you know, waddling there. And we do spot Talia on Raptor as well. Is there gonna be a contest here?
If we're gonna back off.
No prio from top
Probably
lane.
pinging, telling. On the top side, we're gonna see here. Wow,
Silver actually lives on 1
almost
HP.
Like.
It seems that the side of UCSD is just playing the Zyra combat matchup really well though.
Might see a tower dive right here. Yeah, we're gonna see Silver canceling her back, forcing her to just back at a much safer angle.
Yeah, but it's also like Silver kind of walked up level 2 without spell shield, which is like pretty much just disrespecting the Rakan W, right? So gets punished for that.
This is gonna cost a couple waves for her.
J4 is actually mid right now, but Cypher Doomie does have flash.
Yeah, Renekton, however, has dumped all their abilities, which causes...
and gets hit by the Silas E, so...
which will cause our the UCLA jungle right here to
and they know the Zyra can't recall.
Yeah, we're gonna see, sadly, Silver here missing all the wave, and Xayah
Silver is actually gonna be down quite a bit of EXP now just because of that disrespect level 2, right? So sometimes when you play matchup, it's really just comes down to like
Camille going in here for the fight.
And
causing
gets out
both of them to bring a flash, putting Camille at a very dangerous
take 2 tower shots, man.
With no mana, this is a very dangerous spot. However, Camille is gonna just able to walk away.
I guess Camille pressed the E before the Aatrox flash went out because she was basically waiting right. It's top lane mental warfare. We do see Protoss hovering Renekton here and King Clueless.
Able to get an angle.
Leona is here and J4 is coming up.
Rakan placing this control ward over here just to get rid of vision, secure some.
Seems that J4 is just gonna let these chickens go because of Milling's prio.
Definitely.
Yeah, you see here, even though Silas did, you know, kill the Renekton once with J4, the Renekton is still strong in the matchup.
Definitely.
Top lane, Camille actually still hasn't TP back yet, but I think when she comes back, she's gonna have Shane and everything, and those Qs are gonna start to hurt. Mini Cho'Gath incoming.
The R can like dodge so many skill shots from Aatrox that are just
it seems this Camille just really knows how to play this Aatrox Camille matchup.
Definitely.
With all her little side steps, dodging the sweet spots, and those trade patterns where Aatrox just can't even do anything back.
And we can see here that bot lane, UCSD's bot lane over here just controlling the wave state, denying
they're already building
a
very big CS lead. For sure. We see Talia hovering topside, so is J4. I wonder if
for gank,
mini skirmish is gonna break out. J4 is looking mid again.
J4 going in. You can see him
just putting
a deep ward. You see Rakan trying to disengage the
Leona easing. But you see here, even though
rack up so much damage, however, able to land that root, also giving an even trade between the both of them. Xayah is still also having this level up, and Camille, wow,
it's also interesting to me how both junglers haven't visited bot lane yet, because I do feel like the side of UCSD's bot lane is playing really aggro, like Perma in her tower, but they do have.
You see Silas going in, however, J4 is just gonna not.
Silas is actually kind of winning this matchup now. I assume he has a couple points in W now, so when he trades back, it's actually not the end of the world. And Renekton doesn't have Ignite to stop his
Ionian
healing.
boots here are a huge buy. With the speed that enables him to outrun Renekton, and also the ability cooldowns just for that survivability. I think that's just causing him to win the trades here.
Yeah, just a couple of grass procs in top lane.
Camille getting hit by that Q from Aatrox. See Rakan just landing his Qs here, and Silver just getting hit by the roots. It's just racking up damage.
J4 just walking back. I was like, wait, is that enemy J4?
J4 just coming here just to say hello.
Just to say hi, just chilling,
I'm here in the bot lane.
Yeah, King Goose is also here to say hi.
showing himself in
I was
the
just
wards.
saying, both junglers haven't visited bot lane
Seems
yet.
here,
and
UCSD is angling for tower
Maybe
dive over here.
maybe
Landing the W on the Leona,
Leona,
able to
and
get that clean and
wow,
quick
she
kill.
couldn't even flash. That was just a beautiful W landed by King Clueless.
Yeah, able to bring out the advantages of Talia,
Yeah.
even in the early game.
I mean, how would you know that there's a Talia near the wall, right? Like,
Exactly. You see here as just the Zaya Rakan putting the pressure. We can see UCLA spot lane starting to slowly
it's
fall behind on
definitely
farm
like
and
on
items.
farm and like level
See,
2.
wow, we can see the huge gold difference of 500. You see a replay
Sure.
right here. Of
Yeah,
the tower
they
dive.
actually see the Talia on ward, but I guess they just didn't respect it. They're like, how is this an angle? Because J4 is also there, but
You see the
hits the max range
barely
W,
hitting
yeah.
it right at the edge.
Perfectly
Rakan
changed
able to
CC, yeah, where
very
she couldn't even.
quickly
And we
go
see
for the-
another
And we
skirmish.
can see
Going
Renekton
down
going
in
in with
lane.
the Rakan. Rakan popping his ult, able to
Oh,
secure
wow.
the kill on J4. However, Silas is going to clean up and try to get the kill on the Rakan right here. However, we're going to see Renekton clean up very easily on the Silas with his heals and the help from Talia.
It was
which-
very well played by Rakan. I think he got like a 2-man knockup at
Yeah.
least.
He-
And Talia right now is honestly just going crazy already
Yeah.
with how accelerated she
Especially
is.
with 5 Dark Shield stacks,
Yeah,
they're
we
at a
see
very good
here,
advantage.
it's actually like, yeah, Talia that's the W on the Silas, but Silas
And
is
all
pretty
shots of
tanky with
Q.
Renekton R, yeah. Rakan
Okay.
gets in here, hits the double knockup. J4 hits the
J4
ult, but
barely
Renekton has
getting out
flash,
of there.
yeah. Rakan gets J4 with the 1 auto.
Yeah, we
And
see here.
yeah, Talia
Silas
actually separates the fight
landing
here.
the E. See right here.
It seems that it's just like UCSD pulling the trigger fast, and UCLA is trying to respawn, but there is just like more flashes on one
King
side.
Clueless
Yeah.
just able to read the state of the map.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see UCSD
I think
going for
Sivir
the tower
is
dive.
gonna-
Sivir gonna have to flash
Yeah.
out. However, this does burn both Zaya's cleanse and flash thanks to Leona coming
Yeah,
in with
but
the
I
R.
think right now as Sivir, you're pretty sad as an ADC. You know,
Definitely.
you're falling behind in farm and EXP, and
now
you're
you're
not really
falling
playing the
behind in
game
kills.
because your support does need to master roams.
See here. Wait,
Oh, cannon! I really just stop, huh? Every time he swears with cannon, I just call him out.
it hurts your soul to see it miss.
Yes.
Oh, we can see
A screen
them
for
taking
them.
advantage of that recall. I'm just seeing
Yeah, I mean,
Talia
this
here.
Talia pick, also, if the Talia is fed, it's gonna be very hard for the set of UCLA to play. Like, Leona, Silas, J4, and Aatrox all have a dash.
see.
So if she puts her E down, it's pretty
Easy
detrimental for them in team fights.
And we can see here, we're gonna see
Pretty the
UCLA
objective,
trade
yeah.
Herald for drag right
Man,
now.
I keep saying this Renekton, like, Rip Herald thing, and then no one does it. And no one does it.
It's always a team with Renekton.
Yeah,
with
without
Herald right
Renekton
here.
doing it, I'm just like, is my game understanding a bit wrong here?
No,
Or
it's-
are the casters
I-
and worlds trolling me?
I think it's that reverse psychology of, oh, it's a Renekton, we need to secure Herald.
Yeah.
But because of
Also,
that,
I guess it's Renekton mid, so bro can go wherever he pleases, you know?
true that. We're seeing here just insane pressure to junglers
Yeah.
able to
Zaya
just
already has Kraken
pick up on
completed.
ganks, and we
Really
see
ahead right
King
now. So is
Clueless
King
here.
Clueless, yeah. Leandri's completed.
King Clueless going for the
Oh,
ult, separating
oh,
both of
actually
them. What a
separates the-
perfect ulti, able to get the knockup and
That
the
was
engage from the
just-
Rakan.
I'm not.
Renekton
Silas gets
canceling the
cancelled.
PP. However, it seems like this might be at the cost of his life. However,
No, he's
but he
fine,
was able
yeah,
to get
yeah,
that
he
ult
has
and
ulti,
able to
yeah.
back away. That is going to be an ult.
That was
burn.
just beautifully played by the set of UCSD though, and
Clueless
I
just
really
having
thought
that-
Sivir was actually able to make onto the other side of the wall, but she still gets knocked back.
perfect R there.
Yeah, I
able to
also wondered
deny-
if she didn't have spell shield. I assume she didn't have spell shield, or else King Clues probably wouldn't even pull the trigger right there. But that
probably
was just like
some quick
perfectly changed.
communication between the teammates
Yeah.
at UCSD. Very cleanly played, able to separate Leona from causing Rakan
Yeah.
to enable him to just
sure.
freely go for the dive here.
Yeah, we see here King Clues is probably calling it, but barely knocks the Sivir
Yeah.
away to the other side. But even then, like, I wonder if Sivir just doesn't have spell shield here.
Definitely.
Because maybe if she like spell shields the Rakan.
Also in this
But even
scenario,
then, I think she's just
it's probably
dead, yeah.
more like better for Leona to stay with her ADC.
Yeah.
Because in the case of the tower dive, she can just dump a stun, at least trade one.
But also, I do think it was like very close whether or not the Sivir can make onto the other side, though.
Yeah.
Now
It was
you
a
see
very
here,
quick and snappy, risky decision that
King Clue is just kind of running around the map right now.
just dominating the force. Now with this such advantage.
Oh, and that
to
Kraken
Xayah.
auto. That one
Kraken
Kraken
with crit.
auto, yeah.
Gotta love getting hit by the 20% crits, you know? Makes you feel really bad.
Yeah, definitely the game doesn't feel so good for the side of UCLA right now. It just, like, disadvantage is just front laning phase already.
With this huge difference in jungle, Talia also just going for the
Oh
invade.
yeah, the Talia, like, even though the farm is pretty even between Talia and J4, the Talia is actually just making way more effective plays on the map right now.
For gank, Aatrox gonna pop in ult, but so is
I mean,
Camille.
he's in the
He's stuck in a very
ultimatum,
precarious
yeah.
situation, getting hit by the knock.
King Clue just doesn't miss those W's, man. And
even with the
Aatrox flashes,
trying
to
get that Q off, however,
wow.
with
I
how
mean, right
much-
now, with how much goal lead UCSC has generated from laning phase.
And we can see here, Talia has 10 Dark Shield stacks.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
And that's like
In
the
this
one
state of the
character you
game.
don't want fed on the side of UCSC. Just the sole AP damage with an ability that can, like, just F over half of your team, you know? Which is like...
And with King Cluis able to like consistently land her knockups, it doesn't even matter that these champions have the dashes. They're
Yeah,
just,
honestly, at this point, King Clue all he needs to do is put on the E.
yeah.
In a team fight.
And just
no,
kill
what
everybody.
do you do?
Yeah.
They're all stunned. Your Xayah can just go, oh, put on some feathers, eat back a little bit.
Yeah, we can see just Leona here throwing an R.
Oh,
hitting
nice
Rowan.
dodge by the
Xayah gonna hit
Xayah.
the R. Talia coming in with the R. J4 trying to E out, but Rakan able to
Double
hit that charming
W
knockup.
on the people by Talia. Leona's probably gonna die
And
too,
it's
the
just gonna be a
Andres,
cleanup. Sivir able to just slightly get out.
Now that's
having
what
to
I'm
waste an
saying.
ult.
You use your Xayah R to dodge that one crucial spell.
Yeah, and just able to hit E, get just packing all that damage.
Yeah, get yourself in a safer position and
Yeah, we
start
see
dumping all the damage, right?
King Cluis not missing these knockups, just
Oh yeah, also, like, the thing that UCLA needs to understand right now is King Clueless is gonna move around the map really, really fast as a Talia, right?
such a mobile R.
Yeah, right? This looks like a 2v4, but basically everyone on the side of UCSC immediately shows up. Like, Talia is
Blocking
gonna
that
just
E,
come here
denying
in
that
a
stun,
second, yeah.
Rakan quickly reacting it
Yeah,
with that
right. There's also a
beautiful
TP.
knockup, able to coordinate it with Talia following it up, canceling this J4.
Camille's here for the moral support.
Yeah, Camille.
But yeah, like, that was a 3v4, but even then, because the Talia and Rakan were able to fight against the engage, it still turned out so well for the side of UCSD. Right now, the goal lead is just getting bigger and bigger. It's almost like 8k now, with just like right after laning phase, the first 15 minutes. So the game is honestly looking really bad for UCLA right now.
Yeah, Talia out here just King Cluis able to perfectly follow up on any engage that UCLA is trying to attempt, and with the team synergy right here, we can see how UCSD is just consistently able to follow up on each other's plays.
100% KP on Talia.
You can see here, UCLA has no choice just to play defensively.
Yeah.
See the bot lane here getting potentially caught out.
1v1 in the side lane. I think
forcing the Renekton
Cypher
to
2v
back
just
off,
gets to walk away.
See here, Talia is just centering around Dragon right now. Probably
Yeah,
looking
she
for
can
this
just
pick right here.
1v1
Just
it
easily
with
just
the
getting that
Andres.
solo drag.
Yeah.
Nobody able to put that pressure on her because her damage is just, she's just too fed at this point.
Yeah,
With
she can
Rylai's
just
and
go
Leanne.
wherever she wants right now. As long as she doesn't R into like the entire team, I think she can just be insanely like an insane monster in team fights.
And
right
man, Leandris and Rylai's, where have I seen that before? They're looking similar with the carry going, having all these items.
Yeah, and like the thing is in jungle, at least in lane, I do prefer to have tier on Talia just because you're kind of an earth champion who runs on the mana. But in jungle, you don't even need to build a tier
With
that
blue
slows
buff.
down your build path, right? And we see here, Aatrox doesn't even have his first item yet. So right now, Camille is definitely also like winning in the side lane. UCSC just gets to control the map right now though. Gets to push in the deeper vision. Yeah.
You see just Sivir, like, she can't do anything at this point in the stage of the game right now because with so many threats and with her build not being complete, she just has no choice but to stay back and like farm in like
but at
safe
least like
situations.
the side of UCLA can drag out this game if they want to because Sivir has insane wave clear. So if it comes to even like Baron defend, as long as you don't like get hit by a CC or something, you can keep clearing the wave.
There is a chance where we can see UCLA catch out some potentially mistakes UCSD makes during team fights, but that just all depends on
Yeah.
how good their coordination
For
in
sure.
this situation
The
is.
supports asserting dominance on each other.
I
Very
mean,
typical,
the
you know.
typical ward
Yeah,
fight.
you
It's like,
stop
I
for a
play
second.
sword.
Yeah, you're like, oh, there's a person.
You see here Zaya starting
Yeah.
off with Harold, just getting this angle right here, and just see how Renekton just angling himself.
Both are just. They meet each other in a bush.
Each other, this
just
Renekton
a spot trade. Just a
getting
spot
that
trade.
easy trade, just getting
Yeah.
those couple hits in, then just jumping right back out. You're gonna see Talia here just grab the Rift Herald,
Seems
angling
that
for
they want to
top.
make a play on Aatrox.
Seems like they're
yeah.
going for the Aatrox dive over here, as this is second Rift Herald.
Seems E-Star Asteroids are already looking to back
landing
up.
that
But
huge. unable to get the the
Talia,
W up in time.
I don't think Talia can 1v1 him.
Definitely not. This might be a
Yeah.
blunder on the misplay right here. However, Camille's able
Let's
to
get
come
out
in
of
for the
TP,
save.
but they can
Rakan
just
forced
they can
to-
just get out
they're
right
on his
now.
R. We're gonna trade some flashes, some ults in this
Yeah, it's
scenario
not
right
TP,
here.
but Renekton can now just push bot lane for free.
Definitely.
Yeah, so even though that was like not a good play pulled by the side of UCSC, they're able to just get out and actually still get resources out of the side of UCLA.
As we see this gold lead, like
Yeah, almost 10k at
Almost
like
10K.
20 before 20 minutes. Pretty ace, I would say. But
Yep.
it's also just like the side of UCSC did play really well all around. Like
Mhm.
bot
In
lane
the
was
early
able to
game.
just win on its own, right? And
see Camille going in.
UCSC's
We
jungler
might
is
see
just
Sivir
so
here getting caught out, gonna spell shield the stun. However, Renekton's just gonna run down, both popping flashes, coming out with Sivir out, dying. We're gonna see Aatrox just easily get dived here. Nothing he can do in that
Yeah.
situation.
just depression.
Just depression.
Yeah, just depression.
Depression. You know,
In a game
the
like
standard
this.
Rakan knock up into Camille's stun into Zaya. Just
Yeah.
cracking Zaya with Navori's already. Maybe
We
can
see that, we're already getting out the hero. Probably get the inhib tower as well, because no one on the side of UCLA is here to defend. Their best wave clear Sivir is also just dead.
dead. Yeah.
So,
They're just stuck in a very bad spot right now. Harold just continue to push. It seems like
yeah,
with UCLA
already hitting the
focusing,
10k goal
rotating
lead
only,
as we're hitting 20 minutes too. Maybe catching a Cypher doing VL, but
We're gonna see J4 ult here. Renekton's gonna try to barely, without ults. We're gonna
yeah, I
see,
think Renekton used both charges his dash, so wasn't able to get out from there.
Yeah.
But even though Renekton isn't the one that needs to be shut down on the side of UCSD,
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of just chilling. He doesn't have a big shutdown.
He's just putting on pressure.
Yeah,
As we
for
can
sure.
see here, before that fight, we were seeing Camille pushing out in top lane, forcing Sivir instead of participating in that fight, having
Yeah.
to go up there and like clear the way.
I think this is where Sivir gets caught.
Yeah.
Oh,
she sees the
wait,
Renekton.
She sees
however,
the Renekton.
she didn't spell shield the stun. She just spell shielded the.
But she sees the
God.
Renekton there though. I wonder if she just like
Interesting.
switched the camera to
Yeah.
like your teammate or something. But
Unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
Right there.
also, oh my god, this Baron is so so fast with Talia and Zaya.
Yeah. You can definitely starting to see the
UCLA is
damage
trying to
there.
get control of the river and maybe fight for this dragon, as it is gonna be the third dragon. But the side of UCSD also pushed in mid wave already, so definitely has a wave advantage.
Yeah, definitely right here in this
Yeah, both teams are just kind of having a standoff right now. Renekton is gonna face check
Renekton's
first.
gonna check first, getting hit by the stuns from Aatrox and Leona. Leona just gonna get absolutely chipped down. Talia throwing in the ult right here. Zaya
Actually,
gonna have
two
to pop
people
an
are
ult,
on Zaya
chasing
right now, but
However,
Zaya's
gonna get the
basically
recon
just
support and
one-shots
just like
the J4.
one shot the J4, and also like force the Silas to just back off.
Yeah.
Talia just gonna secure this easy dragon right here. Silas gonna cut out from Camille. Ult and Rakan knockup.
Yeah,
Aatrox
everyone
gonna
on
try
the
to
side
do
of
something,
UCLA is just
but
getting
it might be
one-shotted.
game in this situation as they still,
Yeah.
as they have Baron.
At least
it
the
is a
inhib tower,
4v1.
but even if they respawn, I think the side of
Camille going in
UCSD
for the
has
chase,
enough
landing the
power
slow
to.
and empowered Q. Rakan coming in for that crazy knockup.
This
Aatrox
Rakan
not
is
able to just
sexy,
anything.
man.
Dude, this Rakan.
Bro does not miss W.
Yeah, he does not miss W's. It's like today they're like, we're just gonna like not miss our knockups today.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, what can you do when they're just reading your every move here in UCLA?
Yeah, this
They're just
Rakan
gonna
and
be
also
two
just the
inhibs
Talia
down.
definitely
They're
definitely
gonna back
reign
off.
this game right
They're
now.
gonna play it safe. They're gonna go like, okay, we
Yeah.
have like a 50k gold lead.
But like I just say, Sivir is a champion. If you want the game to drag on, you can.
You
And
can
let's see the
play
fight here. Yeah,
See
basically
how
a
disjointed
standoff.
it was.
Yeah, Cypher
see no
DMB is
vision,
like, let me
but we
face check,
do
let me
know they're
face
there.
check. Finds 3 people in the bush. Rakan is also getting 1v1 by Silas, but Rakan is basically just gonna be like press
run
R,
away
yeah.
and just get the
Yeah.
charms knockup. Rakan
Silas
burning
actually
flash
gets to use the Rakan on the Xayah, but Xayah basically still gets to R in time and able to
that
land
item
herself in a
advantage, just
situation.
able
Yeah.
to one-shot the thread, turning a 2v1 into a 1v1.
Yeah, exactly. And also, it's so hard for the side of UCLA to even burn flashes from UCSD, so the Xayah just gets to like flash away and get to a better position and continue to team fight.
UCLA here positioning for a push-up at top, securing that last inhib, and just bringing on those devastating double super minion.
We also
Aiming
see
the-
Silas bot way splitting still. Okay, it's recalling back now, but
This is a very dangerous spot. With Talia throwing
Talia's
ult,
just gonna,
separating
yeah.
the team in half, this is just going to be an easy tower to secure. J4 forcing to just jump out of that situation.
I wonder if
There's
they're just
nothing
gonna
to
pull
do.
the trigger here.
Yeah, aiming to pull the trigger here, super minion oncoming. They still have Baron buff in this situation.
Oh,
Rakan
actually
going
hits
for
the W on a
hitting the
J4.
J4.
Talia
Gonna be a
is
team fight.
CC'd
Rakan
by
popping ult, getting very
Leona.
many hits here. We can see Talia just racking up damage with Xayah. Each of them just autoing. Xayah getting this double kill, and Talia also securing a double kill. And we can see just Xayah popping in the ult because this game is just over.
Oh, smiley kitten. But yeah. So congratulations to UCSD securing their spot, yeah, in the LAN match. And definitely very strong team all around still, you know.
You can see the coordination the jungle and support both had in UCSD's side as they just bounced off with one another, able to follow up.
Yeah.
Especially in team fights where we can see either Talia landing a knockup and then Rakan following up, or Rakan
Yeah,
landing a
vice
knockup
versa.
and Talia fighting.
Yeah, basically
following up.
UCSD's bot lane just played super well on their own, right? Like you see that they played level 1 and 2 so well, and
Yeah.
it led to like flash burning on Sivir and forcing her to a recall
Yeah.
at level 3.
And that
And
huge
because of that, yeah,
lead.
King Clueless is like, oh, I see the angle in bot lane. Let me just get some quick kills.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, King Clueless is able to snowball and also affect mid and top lane and just also mechanically outplay the opponents with his W's and E's and just his
Definitely.
fast rotations.
Yeah,
So
but-
yeah, definitely really well played by the set of UCSD. I do think UCLA's draft was also very coherent though, just
Yeah,
like
very solid draft.
yeah, very
It was
solid
just,
draft.
Unfortunately, King Clueless was just able to just
yeah.
out jungle and out like perform against the entire team.
Yeah,
so now
so
we
now,
are going to
yeah.
be seeing a semifinals of Irvine and San Diego, and we're going to see LA go down into losers bracket, going against Davis to see who will secure spot for semifinals and their spot in the land of UCEI.
Yeah, the beauty of a double elimination bracket. So we're
always have a
UCEI
second
here,
chance.
presented by Xfinity, and we'll come back with Game 3 very soon.
We'll be right back. Damn.
Hello guys, welcome back to Game 3 of tonight's UCEI Online Qualifiers for League of Legends, presented by Xfinity. Right now we have UC Berkeley versus UC Riverside, and Riverside hasn't been streamed yet, so definitely an exciting match to see how they do.
Yeah, as we can see here, this will be determining the matches of who gets to go on to the LAN tournament, and yeah, we're going to be watching this gameplay right here. It's definitely going to be an exciting match. Getting to see Berkeley again from yesterday after their loss, seeing them try to come back after their defeat against Irvine and trying to maybe run it back in the grand finals later on. But first, they must go against Riverside's right here, who, as you said, we haven't seen. So definitely an interesting matchup to see between them.
Yeah, and we do see that UC Santa Barbara did get knocked out from their last matchup against Riverside, but it's okay as long as you get to participate, which is the spirit of UCEI, right? Like, we're all here to compete against each other in a friendly manner. So just play some League of Legends.
Are all of our favorite games.
Maybe not voluntarily, but just waiting for that right MMO to drop at this point, honestly. It's gonna be my retirement home.
Our retirement games.
Yeah.
Everyone's retirement games. But yeah, we're just waiting on for the draft to pop up soon. Definitely excited to see what Berkeley is cooking up. Maybe we'll see similar champs to what they played before, or a complete new comp. And
yeah, definitely seeing a lot of Zarek cons recently. I'm just saying, if Riot doesn't nerf them after Worlds is over, I'm a little sussy, Renekton,
there goes Renekton.
It's almost like everyone all of a sudden can play Renekton. I don't know.
Yep.
Orianna ban. Anything else we need to say at this point? Like, if you watch Worlds.
Nocturne, interesting.
Probably just a target ban against the champion pool.
Maokai. Worlds.
Yeah, Worlds.
Love to see it. G4, Worlds.
Worlds. We're basically watching LCS right now.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Oh my god, Jimbo. Jimbo's name is just so fun to say. I don't know why.
Jimball. He's balling.
Aphelios picked up, yeah. Very, very Worlds-like as well. Aphelios as a champion definitely has a lot of potential once the game hits like later. And Tommy Kench. Once again.
See another Tom Kench.
It's almost as if I feel like after LCK played it yesterday, everyone just remembered. I said that Senna TK is a combo. Yeah.
Senna TK right here.
I was like, wait, they're still good? Actually, yes, they are. Yes. Also, Zach getting picked up.
Solid pick right there.
Milio, very interesting.
So you said before,
definitely a bit early to pick Milio, I feel like.
And
now you
especially
see
with
the
Wukong
Insta lock in after the Milio pick, right?
And Aphelios does not need as much as range as he does with his other guns.
I feel like Aphelios definitely need more of a support who's like Lulu, who gives him move speed and attack speed, or even Renata, right? Like, to give him some space to work with in team fights. Like, as you see, in the game of Wave Boy yesterday, they picked Aphelios Renata and was instantly countered against in game 2 afterwards because it was just so strong.
Definitely.
But Milio, definitely a very interesting champion to pick this early in the draft.
To see Galio, Riven, and Silas in Volibear ban with the Syndra lock get in. See some interesting matchups right here.
Yeah.
Milio pick is interesting, as we saw them Berkeley pick up against us in Irvine, but this time with Aphelios instead of an Ashe.
Yeah.
With the Swain here. Oh, Sion. No, Sion. That's an interesting pick, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's the comp that on blue side looks good, coherently, but if you look at the matchup, then it's Camille versus Sion, yeah.
Especially with Divine Sunders.
Syndra Swing is really a skill matchup, but I feel like as Syndra, when you see a Zac jungle on the enemy team, it's a bit scary.
It is.
Just because you're such a mobile mage. You can save your E, but if you're just trading in lane, trying to get your stackies up, and the Zac jumps you, then what? You just kind of cry, right? And bot lane, I will say this lane Senna TK actually isn't that strong, because Senna TK is stronger against those hard dive bot lanes, but against the comp overall, Senna TK is still very strong, because the TK can just protect the center, right? If the
Yeah.
Sion and the Zach and the Swing want to jump in. But also, we have been finding out the pattern of the teams who have center TK do not play together.
Exactly.
So it really just comes down to how both teams play towards their
together.
advantage. Yeah.
Especially in big team fights, we're going to have to see the team, especially now with the Sion lock-in, their main like big source of big damage is going to be Phelios. And just like that we saw in the Berkeley's game last time with Ash and Milio, where Ash was their sole carry, we're going to have to see if Berkeley can defend the carries in their team in this
Yeah,
situation.
I do believe Aphelios is a more like powerful carry than Ash, because Aphelios is able to dump all those fast damage,
sure,
where
for
Ash
sure.
is a little more supportive in terms of the ADC department, right? So definitely better draft in terms of protecting the ADC comp this time, and I do want to see how Sion
play
even
around.
plays in a matchup, right?
Right,
like
right.
once Camille gets that Divine Thunder, it's very
It's
like,
very
oh bro,
hard
you're
to
not
know when-
1v1 anymore, you know?
It's like 1Q,
Yeah.
half your health gone, even with like 4k health.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
But even then, in lane, Camille has a lot of tools to dodge Sion's skill shots
and cancel his Qs
right,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So definitely, and in mid lane, it just really comes down to how both sides want to play. Like if Syndra wants to play her to a range advantage, then she can definitely do that. And once she gets the double charge in her Q, the lane becomes
it is very
it's
hard
especially
for Swain
easy,
to
yeah.
even
But
space.
if the Swing is able to like hit a E while the Syndra is like in range to QE, the Swing can also fight back. So definitely a very back and forth mid lane matchup, and depending on how much the jungler wants to pay attention to the lane, it can
Definitely gonna
always
be an important
turn.
jungler's job this game.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure none of the lanes fall back or just
But I
get
assume both
overwhelmed.
junglers actually won't really be doing much early game, because both of them kind of need to farm. Like Zac needs levels to have a farther jump range, and Wukong
Right.
just needs these items to even clear, right?
Right.
So really just comes down to like if the lanes are able to stabilize, then after that we'll see how skirmishes and team fights break out. Definitely like both sides are not as strong early game. Like we don't really see like a Renekton.
Definitely might be a
Yeah.
long game here, depending
Yeah,
on how
both
the
sides
players
are
play
looking to scale.
for the
So
long count, especially with like Senna TK plus Aphelios and Milio. It's gonna be definitely of like who scales harder, who hits harder. It's scenarios
Sure.
like that. It is
What's-
definitely scary with the Syndra able to, because if Swain is not able to keep her under control and she just outscales, she's gonna be a dangerous like enemy just to people in Berkeley, as she can just one shot their entire back
yeah,
line.
for sure. Syndra late game is very scary. Like one QE
Oh.
can just like hit like more than half of
Yeah,
your
you-
health bar, right? If you hit the Milio, then
With
that's probably an easy one shot if you're in range to
Especially
RS
with the
Syndra.
AoE stun.
Yeah.
Brutal in
For
team
sure.
fights.
Right, as we see here in the bracket, basically right now it's really just in the losers bracket who gets to grab the last two spots to go to LAN, as it is definitely what you're trying to go for in this UCEI tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in LAN, because Irvine is top seed, they're actually able to choose which opponent they want to play against first in LAN. So pretty insane competitive edge for Irvine to have in UCEI.
Definitely.
And also the LAN is a better showcase of your skill because it is a BO3
BO3.
instead of a BO1. BO3, typically speaking, is a lot different from a BO1 because it not only tests your mechanics but also tests your perseverance, right? Like if you get tilted from game one, then like, oh, what do? Mental is gone, mental is shattered. Want to
also-
punch the PC or something.
You also
So-
get to gauge your opponents, get a feel for them in the first game to see like,
Yeah.
oh, make sure to not let them get this champion, counterpick that, and on in the mind games.
Yeah,
Just
we see like
not only in game
a
but
lot
in
of times
draft.
in Worlds, like once it's like the third game in the BO3, you just see the pro players sweating
Yeah.
so hard, right? It's like
Just
a
thinking
waterfall.
of it, all the possible like macro micro interactions you can have. Know that their jungler has these habits and so definitely best of three.
Yeah, best of three is like a
Definitely
better
displays
showcase,
yourself
of
and
your
your
skill.
understanding of the game.
Yeah, if
But-
you're able to like not tilt your face off the earth, right?
So just to get this opportunity probably shows your skills in a better way, but
Mm-hmm.
in these qualifiers, it is a very stressful best of one.
for sure.
for
Especially
each-
like if you're a little scared of like the audience looking at you, you're on the stage, so you're playing against a bunch of people rather than just facing your computer screen, right? So definitely a different feeling, and definitely why a lot of people are trying to get this spot to get to UCEI land.
Just have
So,
that
yeah.
chance. You know, always the feeling of playing in LAN is always different.
Yeah, for sure. Just I wanna be a pro for a day, you know.
Try that feeling out. That would be cool, but yeah.
Right, we should be going to game now, and we see here probably just the standard 5-point. Not much to
No,
invade with.
the only ignite here in this scenario is from TK. Definitely important for the Emilio here with the amount of healing and utility he brings. Senna in this case will be going heal, while Felios holding on to the ghost since Emilio got the heal for him covered.
Yeah, Zach doesn't have item.
Um,
Anyone trying to remind
some-
him? You see
hopefully
Berkeley?
someone will tell the Zach he doesn't have his
You see
jungle
Berkeley?
item.
This is
'cause,
kind of important. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, stressful last game.
Just making sure, and also we promise you they don't hear the production side.
Okay.
So someone from UC Berkeley reminded us Zach.
I'm glad someone pointed this out, or else it would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like you lane if you start without like D ring or something, you lane out whatever. You get less like AP and health, but in jungle.
It is very important to have that initial leash and initial like lead. Ooh,
Hits the
getting
first
this
Q.
strike.
The mental edge is already here.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play skill shot champions like Syndra and Ori or anything like that, it's really just if you can hit the first few abilities, right?
Yeah. And especially it's like crucial for Syndra here to get the
Yeah.
first hit just for that easy gold.
Yeah,
which
for
you can
sure.
collect.
And it's just like sending the message of, oh, I can read you.
Oh, the root landing in, but Syndra easily responding with a Q.
Very,
Going
very
for that
standard
trade.
mid lane. Yeah,
And here and up in
trading.
top, it's the slap fest of
Oh, but Sion gets the grasp though.
the grasp. We're gonna see probably Sion hitting 2 first.
Yeah.
Definitely going for that pressure.
Yeah, for sure. Level
That
1
level.
Sion's actually
Yeah, getting
pretty
level
strong.
2, but
Yeah,
Camille able
it's
to
really
easily
just
get
when
2
like
first.
Camille hits
Camille
level
able to get that
3,
Empower
yeah.
Q off. However,
Yeah,
it'll
Jimbo
be
definitely
coming
played
out
this matchup
with-
really well early, and bot lane, Senna TK does have the push. Pretty standard.
See Emilio getting hit here instead of just collecting the gold. I'm gonna see over here Zach positioning up for a mid lane gank, going in, hitting the Syndra right here, getting the Q off, and also Swain able to land that easy W. That is going to be
Wow,
a kill.
that was just such a late flash by Syndra.
Yeah, Syndra had to get that flash early, but
Yeah,
she was just eating too many autos.
definitely
early on.
didn't see the Zac jumping her level
Yeah.
3 because early on Zac's jump is actually very short range, right? As you
Yeah.
see here, he had to come from the side bush, and Syndra's
Yeah.
jungler is right there, but she just flashed a little too late. I think she had the opportunity to flash if she was spamming it, but she probably didn't think it was enough damage.
You see here, Sion landing that E, rocking that bone plating, able to cause this Samir, causing this Camille to play a little bit more safe.
Yeah, I do want to see UC Berkeley coming back to mid lane to abuse the Syndra flash timer though, because as Syndra, you're so vulnerable to ganks when you're flashless, right? So definitely cannot play the same way as before. To be fair, she wasn't even that overextended. I think the Zac just found a really niche angle.
Yeah, and he was able to get her
her
right at the edge of the caster wave, able to get that Q. That Q is pretty crucial. Sion's just gonna get this easy Q knockup.
Yeah, Jimbo actually already TP'd back, but Camille has the wave pretty nicely sitting on her side right now, so definitely not too worried. Oh,
the right at the last
Jimbo
hit.
actually playing this matchup really well right now.
And perhaps the Sion pick was the play.
I think Sion definitely has an edge early in this matchup, but once Camille gets Divine Thunder, which is
It
like
is pretty
90% of the Camille matchups.
What do you do? Percent health on an item.
Yep, it's just everything Camille needs to be honest.
Scaling with a Q, giving percent health, true damage, insane item for her.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just pretty much never changed Divine Thunder after it got out. Oh, Senna actually gets rooted
getting
here
that
by
rooted Q, getting that huge
Needs to
melee
flash.
Gonna pop the
Too
flash
late,
right here and securing the kill on the Senna. Pretty clean.
that was just very Well played. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know though.
taking that
Senna also
opportunity-
kind of locked into
Yeah.
the Aphelios purple gun range and get autoed by it, so.
Yeah, really able to have quick thinking, popping all of his abilities to enable that kill.
Yeah, we see here it's just like a trading
moment the
going
root
bot
hits,
lane.
Get the Q off, even
Yeah.
with the heal, the damage that Miller just provides. That extra
Honestly,
damage.
this game so far, when people die, it's just a lot of the using flash a little too late. Like if you flash immediately afterwards, you're
Definitely.
actually
If
fine.
you flash,
right?
yeah.
But
If
you
flash,
kind of do
Oh,
yourself
Sai going
in
in for the R, hitting the tower, securing the
Wow.
kill. Jimbo playing this matchup really well.
Yeah, also the Camille's also
to get
kind of
that
just
advantage,
greedy
those
though. I feel
early
like Camille's
plays.
holding on to her TP for a little too long, which led herself into such a low health scenario to get dope, right? So
See here, Berkeley, like
Oh,
positioning
Zach
great,
has
going in for the
ideas?
Zach W. Tom Kench timing it perfectly with the Tom Kench going in. This is gonna be an easy pick on center right here.
Yeah.
Tom Kench getting hit by the Millia
TK
Q.
has
Zach,
flash,
all
so
of
can
his
flash over the
abilities
wall.
on cooldown for now. Tom Kench every W out, but Zach barely able to getting the W right in, canceling the Tom Kench jump. Zach missing Q right here, but it won't matter unless the Tom Kench flashes right out. Able to getting him out. Oh, Zach going in for the chase, going deep in. Landing the W, however, Tom Kench able to get out because Senna respawning back in, getting the Q off. Zach is in way too deep, getting hit by the knockup, and also the Q
Filios
stun.
is here though,
Milio's here to get the slight healing off, giving the opportunity for Zach to back off and putting him at a less risky position.
yeah, that was just a fight that went on for 2 minutes.
Definitely.
But also, I think most lanes on the side of UC are actually doing pretty UC Berkeley are doing pretty well right now. Like Sion gets the solo bolo against the Camille.
Oh, we can see Wukong coming
Yeah.
down here. Oh, this Felius Emilio into
Definitely
deep.
a little
Baited
overextended,
by
but
the
Wukong is only
Tom
level
Kench.
5.
Tom Kench
But easy
getting
shutdown going
Felius
to.
able to get that kill
Yeah.
last minute though. Securing him some pretty well needed items.
Yeah, but even then, the Filios is already very snowballed. Like 3-1 right now, a minute 7.
Able to get that call,
Mm-hmm.
going for that huge spike late game, mid game.
Yeah, also he will be weaker in lane now that he opts into the call at minute 7. But if he just wants to play safer and farm, that's also an option.
We can see the replay here. How much deeper and without any vision that they're just baited by the Tom Kench having such a low health that it's they
Yeah,
get
for
too greedy
sure.
with this.
Oh, TK actually also dies there. Probably didn't have his shield back up, but yeah, TK is one of those characters that you're like, oh, I am killing him, but no, you're actually not, right? So.
Yeah. The timing you have to have on that. Ooh, Jimball just landing these like out of the edge Q hitbox.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Jimbo actually knows the Sion Camille matchup really well. Oh, Camille finally
just able to
dodges the
dodge out,
Sion
getting out
Stone this
there.
time.
Still getting hit by the
Yeah,
E-auto.
that is how I imagine this matchup to be played out. I think Jimbo just has his reaction
Spacey.
speed very well. Syndra is up like about a wave of CS
Wukong
mid,
looking
but pretty
for another
even.
gank down in bot lane. However, Zach is nearby getting the dragon. We're gonna see Swain come down here, helping out with the drag. Wukong just gonna back off. Probably having knowledge. No, he's just gonna jump over the wall, going back in. We're gonna see Syndra teleport down at bot lane. We're gonna see Tom Kench at very dangerous low health. Phalio's gonna secure the double kill right here. Wukong going in, popping ult. Syndra also popping ult on the Philios. So Philios is going down. We're gonna see Swain pop his ult, running down the Wukong. Wukong just barely getting away with a sliver of health. However, he's just gonna get caught out.
Oh.
Barely dodging the Swain R, just wasting some time.
Oh, at
for
least he
UC
gave his kill to
Berkeley
the
here.
Milio.
However, this is just gonna allow our UCB's jungler here to secure the Hex Tech drag, which is pretty important for everyone.
Yeah, I think Senna TK is good, but when you pick it this early and also against a Filio, it's probably not the best pick you can do here. But yeah, we see here it's pretty much just a falling 2v2. Senna TK are pretty low on health already.
Thanks to
speed
the
up a little
award they
bit.
have, they definitely
Yeah.
know the risk they can take in this situation.
Wait, yeah,
Wow,
it's
Ophelia
really
skinned
just
that.
a Filio
Ophelia
sniping
gaming.
a Senna with his green white gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Philios having Infernum here, he's just able to get this like close range damage. Even
Yeah, and
after-
also we see Wukong isn't really that strong right now, right? He hit a double knockup on the Filios, but Filios didn't really take that much damage.
see a bot lane fight up, down, or down here. Gonna have some few trades, but nothing too dramatic happening. At top, we're going to see a kill up by Sion. Sion going to be able to catch this wave thanks to passive and also wreck some damage on Wukong. However, that is going to secure a kill for Camille. Just might be what she needs to start getting Divine Sunder and like just dominating the matchup.
Yeah, mid lane right now is pretty even. Both mid laners did TP down bot to help out as well, but it seems that I don't know. I just feel like the Senna TK is not the pick against Aphelios Milia. And we see here top lane it's Camille doing the Camille, stop the Sion very nice with the Wukong dash.
Getting hit by the Camille R. Able to get the full knock up on the Camille. However, that's not going to be enough. Camille just runs you down.
Yeah, very very well played. I mean, once Camille hits 6, she just has
we're gonna have a pause right here.
So much gank potential, right? Like, but Camille is down quite a bit of CS though, as of right now. But right now, I would say the game is reaching a pretty equal state with Aphelios being the main issue.
Yeah, especially with the opportunity they're just allowing for Milio and Aphelios just to pop off down at the bot lane. And the support like Wukong is coming at a bit of awkward times because every time he ganks, it's always Senna's dead or Tahm Kench is about to die. And for that situations, Wukong just has to be there earlier for the fights.
Yeah.
Because Tahm Kench and Senna can only do so much in the early game.
Yeah, or I think Wukong can also just keep ganking mid and top because honestly at this point the Aphelios is really strong. They can probably 2v3, right? Like Aphelios Milio or just like Aphelios with enchanters in general.
Definitely.
Even like later on in team fights, if you keep letting them get away with these 2v3s and other lanes are free scaling, then in team fights it's just gonna be even worse. So maybe you do want to put more eggs in the Camille basket because Camille can probably deal with the Aphelios later on. Yeah, with
flashy
her. Yeah, just like one shot him and at least try to do that. But there is also gonna be the Milio. So I think it just depends on how UCR wants to decision make around this Aphelios pick. I mean, I personally still think in draft they could have picked something better. I just feel like Senna TK, like they don't do so well against a higher range ADC with an enchanter support, right? Like generally speaking, TK wants to go against another like melee support, and Senna wants like shorter range to stack her souls.
Yeah.
But Aphelios, Milio, I can actually fight back in lane.
Especially in that situation down where Aphelios got the double kill, he was able to secure it easily thanks to having the long range gun and able to catch them off guard thanks to also the Milio range bonus.
For sure. As you see right now, the Zac actually hasn't really done much besides the first gank he had on Syndra. He kind of just gets to free scale and take neutral objectives, while the Wukong has to like run there and run here to help his team out, right? So a lot of times it just really comes down to like your draft too and your like player skill in collegiacy.
Yeah, we can see here at top the Sion Jimbal. He's just like keeping up the pressure, knowing that it's only the early game opportunity he's gonna get before Camille starts dominating. Trying to get those early gold, so maybe that he'll pop him in team fights or able to secure his position as a split lane pusher.
Yeah, right now we're still waiting for the game to be back on. A player's PC did crash.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, not sure how it happened. League of Legends is ruining my life.
I love Riot clients. Alright, we're gonna go into a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Oh,
See
Zach
going in.
reconnects.
Going for the game, power for the tower dive, getting the Q off, getting able to bring them up, but not able to get the knockup. Zach's pass was gonna proc in. Tom Kinch is gonna get the knockup. Big damage.
Flashes,
Getting
that was
hit
actually
by
a
the tower
huge
shot.
tower shot into the Philios because it's like the fourth one or something that.
This is gonna be
Zach
a
was
failed
tanking,
tower
right?
dive as Zach is gonna get picked out by the Senna, causing Millia and both Philios to just back off.
Oh, so close.
With
Heal
Millia
coming
able
out
to
from
barely
the
get the
Philios as
heal
well.
in, letting Philios escape the sliver of health. With that, with a very unsuccessful gank down at bot lane for UCB.
Yeah.
Putting bot lane at a slightly more disadvantaged position, but still, they're still in a good spot.
Yeah, if Philios didn't tank that tower shot after Zach tanked so many, I think that tower dive would have been fine. But also Senna did burn both sums. So overall, not the worst trade, but it kind of brings back TK Senna to life a little bit better. But yeah, you do see here, like, this is actually a really good angle by the Zach, but he does DC right
you
here.
Can see who's the one who DC'd in this situation.
Yeah, a
Zach
little
going in,
unfortunate.
with the
It's probably the
uncharged out with
DC
the
actually,
DC.
yeah.
Yeah,
A little
unfortunately,
unfortunate, yeah.
happens, giving them space to run away. The R is going to go out, which is going to cost him his life and the gank in this.
That's actually super
scenario.
unfortunate
That
because if he gets the full charge
out of
jump,
all the times
he
to
definitely kills
disconnect.
most of the Senna TK there. But it be like that sometimes in life, you know.
Still in a very good state in the game for both of them. Camille here in the top lane does have Sunder now. We're gonna see Wukong come in with Herald coming down to bot lane.
Wukong
You
and
see
Syndra are
Aphelios in
moving
a
together,
really
yeah.
bad spot right now.
I mean, Syndra
Probably
is
gonna
here,
get caught
so-
out by the kill. Yep, and that would be a secure shutdown for the Wukong.
Syndra is here for the moral support. Yeah, we do see here because like UCB's bot lane keeps.
Oh, Miller's just walking up, putting himself in a really bad
Tommy
spot.
Kench hit the lick.
Tom Kench, forcing him to flash.
Yeah.
Really bad spot for Miller to be there. Probably didn't notice. Ooh.
Oh,
Getting in the
Jimbo's
ult.
gonna
That
try
huge
to,
Camille shield
but
doesn't
Camille's
matter, but
huge shield from
Sonder,
passive.
as you can see the matchup being into play here, it's just gonna
Yeah.
get mollywopped by
That's just
mobility.
Camille getting the Vice under this because Jimbo basically hit everything, right? Hits his fully charged Q in the bush,
It's
and
the ult.
yeah.
However, Camille passive is just a
Yeah,
fat
very,
shield.
very, very cool, and also
Yeah.
Divine Thunder with Camille Q2, very, very cool.
What do you do even with having some fires? The Camille's just
And
running
Bramble
around.
Vest, yeah. See, Millie has been pretty chill, or sleeper, however you want to put it. This game,
I'd say chill. They're just
yeah.
farming,
They're just handshaking.
trying to make sure nobody else gets
Maintaining
the lead.
tranquility as everything is going downhill in silence.
We're gonna see if Helos come here, probably secure this tower, gain that first tower gold, helping
Yeah,
him probably.
definitely. Even though he died 3 times, he's still very accelerated. However, I will say it seems that, or like at least for the side of UCR, they have tools to deal with the Aphelios. Like Camille, Wukong, both jumping you in teamfight with the Syndra, like
Pressing
possibly
R.
just
Just
pressing
pressing
R
R.
on you. Yeah,
Like-
that's actually pretty insane. Like if you're Aphelios in this scenario, I don't know if just having Emilio can save you.
Right.
You know?
Especially if the Camille here or the Syndra here getting the lead, they'll just be able to one-shot the Helos in team fights.
Yeah, for sure. Because Mino can give you a heal and maybe help you not get CC'd if you're not knocked up, that is.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like if you have a Lulu or like if you have a Renata, like giving you the...
Oh, we're just gonna see Sion right here getting ganked by both Camille and
Oh,
Wukong.
Syndra is
Camille's
casually
seeing
sitting on a
big
ward.
damage. Without being
Are we
aware of
about
the
to
ward,
have
Aphelios
a-
is gonna land long reach Q, not going for the
Oh,
auto.
Senna hits the root here, but not much happening.
Able to get the last minute auto mark, doing some decent damage.
Yeah, right now it's really just mid game where teams are like lane swapping and maybe you catch someone off or maybe someone rotates faster than the other laner and they're able to
Yeah.
pick someone, but not much happening. The goal is actually pretty close right now. It's probably the closest game we've seen so far from today's games. A lot of today's games are really just like
Q right
kind of
here.
over front laning phase, but this one's pretty close as of right now.
We do see UCB holding out that gold advantage just barely, but also with the all the gold being funneled mostly into Aphelios and having the advantage of 2 drags already. It is, while the gold lead isn't that much of a difference, it does, with perspective in mind, you can see how much of a lead that UCB is holding right now.
Yeah.
For now.
And actually, both teams at least have their gold up cannon. -1.
We're gonna see here Camille just using Divine Sunder. We're gonna see Zach go in trying to knock up the Syndra.
Syndra is literally just like stunned for 5 years.
They're gonna 1-for-1 here. Each jungler catching each other's mid laners. Wukong's gonna flash, but not over the wall, but able to avoid the W here. It's gonna be a slap fest here with Zach trying to heal off with his blocks.
Might be able to win this. Oh,
just
never mind. I spoke too soon. The Zac champion is too insane, you know, without a completed item, by the way.
Tom Pinch out here getting caught out by the Emilio and Aphelios. We're going to see here Sion just TPing back to his lane. However, Camille just going to go in and deal massive damage with the Sunders.
I still will say UCR still has their eggs in the Camille basket. Like, Camille is not behind right now. Actually, she's like pretty even with the Sion. And I think for UCR, you definitely want your gold into Camille this game, because Camille can not only split push, but also like possibly deal with the bot lane team fights, right? And Berkeley mostly has their gold on Aphelios, which is what they want. But also like
in for a gank right here.
Yeah.
Charging him his W, but not quite at the angle that he wants. Beach, get the knock-up off.
Yeah, you also see Wukong and Senna starting to hover as well.
Yeah, probably expecting the gank from Zach. Sion pathing down, prepping for Zach to come up. Zach is coming up. However, Senna has now caught up to the fight.
Zach is gonna jump.
Able to get that opportunity. Zach's gonna go jump, miss it. Camille ulting in, hitting the Sion. We're gonna see the Wukong trying to get the Sion, but Sion aren't up. Able to get out alive.
On the side.
You do know Zach still has passive. Swing gonna come in, trying to ult, able to land an E onto.
Camille gets out with the E though. Syndra's here now.
However, Swing does
Gem Ball's gonna flash.
Senna.
Syndra's a little dead, I think.
The combo of Sion and Zach just bouncy balling this Syndra to death. We're gonna see Wukong able to get out alive. However, the Senna is gonna die to Swain, and this will be an easy secure tower for both Sion and crew.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was just a turn of events, because you see like the side of UCR's teammates start running like, oh, Syndra's there. Yeah,
we're gonna group
Actually, we're just gonna jump you because you're a little mage against 3 people in the middle of like a team fight.
And she just gets bouncy balled by like Zach and Sion. That's the
why,
worst feeling.
That's why like, sometimes as an evolve out mage, you kind of just have to go front and back instead of looking for some weird flank angles, right? But
yeah,
it is what it is.
You see Berkeley here going for rotate. However, Senna's pressure putting him on, preventing the recall. Wukong is also in the area trying to position. Seems like Camille and Sion.
Just every time we move camera back to Camille and like Sion,
yeah,
just Camille kicking the Sion in his head, bro.
And Sion just there going for the knockup.
Yeah, we see here. Yeah,
Camille playing this actually pretty well, able to survive.
Yeah, dodge, swing W, and
however, Sion able to time that ult out. Zach still having passive here, so he's not a huge risk. Swing able to come in, land at E, able to just keep on charging up his ult, charging up all those things. You can see here Syndra coming in, Sion with a great flash, and Zach able to react carefully with the W
I think
ult.
if Syndra just comes from like the tower angle, they actually could have like turned on a swing or maybe even killed Aphelios, who was also flanking. But it was just a little bit of a
Zach and Sion
sussy decision making.
Off that blunder. That's huge E over here, or W.
I mean, the side of UCR is still like scaling though. They just kind of, please don't fight here. You guys are fighting a choke
that huge auto.
Against Sway and Zach.
This Herald's gonna be huge, able to take down the inhib tower.
It's such a weird angle. It's like,
are they
gonna
side
fight?
Are we
Yeah, whose side are we? Why is
huge fight coming in, Sion front lining,
base?
Zach able to get the back line, getting that double stun on both of their damage dealers. We're gonna see the Camille trying to go in, but doesn't matter for it is a 4v1 for her. And this is just gonna be cleanup crew for the Aphelios and Swain right here as
Syndra
the Zach
hits like 5 balls on Aphelios, but Aphelios is kind of only lost his half HP because he has Milio.
This might be game right
this
here.
Might be game
with that
here.
coordination, that UC Berkeley was able to put with that Zach, able to just take out their two main damage dealers. It was just cleaning up for their team right here.
Oh,
you
wow.
can see Sion doing
this is like the fastest game.
Yeah, 20-minute game. We're going to finish off with a quick, crisp 20 minutes. Unless
they actually protect
TK
it.
Combo.
Hit a Nexus. Just hit a Nexus, guys.
Hit the Nexus. Don't
We all can't go to sleep early
Don't let it
tonight.
be my draft game. That would be game.
Wow, congratulations
well executed from UC
to
Berkeley right
UC
there.
Berkeley,
Able
yeah.
to clutch up that win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. Casters get to go home. Production team gets to go home, okay? Like, after only 20 minutes, pretty crazy.
Hey, we did have pretty long games for the first two, so
Yeah.
it is quick to see. And not a complete stomp either. It was very kind of a little bit sided towards Berkeley.
Yeah, a little bit back and forth.
But there was a back and forth,
Yeah.
and that team fight wasn't because Berkeley had was dominating. It was more of a good coordination from
yeah,
that.
but also it's like basically right after they knocked down the inhib tower, right? So
You can
it really
see here
just like
Zach positioning perfectly, able to catch out two of their DPSs and preventing their frontliners to able to frontline.
Camille also is just not at the point where she can do that type of stuff, right? She's just too squishy.
We see Wukong only ulting both Zach and Swain.
Yeah.
Where the prime targets here should be Aphelios.
But also, like, I think UC Berkeley just played really cohesive, whereas UCR kind of did play more like a solo queue team comp.
Yeah,
right? You guys are just very scattered, going from multiple angles.
Even with the Sion pick technically usually being a solo split pusher, he was able to still coordinate super well with the team.
Yeah.
Especially at the end there where they all grouped
also
together.
withhold a lot of pressure from the Camille.
Yeah.
Only got like solo killed one time, but that was like a little bit of an unfortunate one, right?
And with that, Berkeley moves on to the semifinals.
Yeah, so now we're just waiting for UCLA and UC Davis to finish their game, and we'll know.
Their games are being played at the same time.
Yeah.
So we were unable to broadcast both of them. So
but with that game being finished, we will know all 4 teams who are making to LAN, which is gonna be very exciting for everyone. I know a little bit of a nice vacation for winter break, and then you get back, you get to play some LAN in League of Legends, Valorant, and Overwatch. So yeah, we're UCEI presented by Xfinity here, and very excited to see you guys next week with Valorant. And the week after that's gonna be Overwatch. So for those of you who love shooter games and not just League of Legends, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.